Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details. Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Often we talk about excellence in broadcasting on this fine program since, well, we have to highlight it elsewhere. That's pretty much.
Well, we got to strive for something, BJ.
Yeah, we really, and I think Keith Hernandez is the new bar that we're trying to get to.
How is it that Keith Hernandez went from being a great baseball player to being an even better television broadcaster?
Yeah, and you know what? I mean, he's a world champion. You know, he's played on great teams. He's been a World Series champion, and like you said, now he could be considered one of the elite broadcasters.
And he has an elite mustache that he's had his entire career.
Yeah, that is.
He was on Seinfeld from back in the day.
Oh, dude, that's right. I was like, why does that name sound familiar since I don't follow baseball at all?
That took him to a whole other level. Like, that made him into a pop culture icon.
And there's, of course, lots of rumors running around about how much he loved the coca.
Well, I mean, he was on the 1986 Mets, which I think last I heard, everybody on that team loved the cocoa.
Yeah, which...
I think if you didn't, that made you like an outcast on that team.
As a Red Sox fan, I'd like to say that that's an asterisk World Series because of that.
Oh, I don't know if is booger sugar performance enhancing drug.
I feel like it could be. If you feel like you can win anything when you run the sugar,
it's the New York booger sugars.
Yeah. So
I'd buy that hat.
Right?
Oh, would you?
I actually would too.
Yeah.
That was a shock. Both of you would buy a stupid hat.
Giant nostril with like just white stuff around.
Again, boy, please surprise me.
Maybe an angry snowman.
Yeah.
Okay. Or that great meme of the bear that's just covered in snow and says, I love cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine bear. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Really, I wish I had a dumb hat company. I'd be rolling with you two.
Yeah. Yeah. You would do okay.
I would do really well.
Your bills would be paid.
I think they would be paid. So we're talking about Keith Hernandez, who was, again, pretty memorable in the broadcast booth during a Mets game. And early this week, when the Mets were playing Atlanta, Keith Hernandez decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give a shout-out to my 2 ex-wives during the middle of the broadcast with his broadcast partner, Gary Cohen.
Not to belabor a point, but I just heard from our lovely Ellie from SNY, our PR.
Yeah.
They are magnetic.
Magnetic. Just like your personality. Slider low and into RCN, it's 1-1.
Tell that to my 2 ex-wives.
Well, we could all tell stories. But let's not.
I feel like those two are just like, what? Exactly. I feel like we're just watching with 2 guys just BSing while the game's going on.
Yeah, it feels like Gary Cohen knows that Keith Hernandez is, a bit of a character, especially back in the day, and might even still be for all we know. And really makes no bones about it.
If I'm Gary Cohen, I'm just saying stuff and then just letting Keith go for a little bit, and then be like, slider on the outside. Back to you, Keith.
Yeah. That's fan. I mean, wow. That's
I know there's a clip out there, and it's super long. So, but you can find it online, I'm sure. And it's just like this long 3-minute story of him talking about how he almost got like scammed online because he almost clicked on this link. And it's just like you're just listening to an old man talk about his life. And it's fascinating. Like Keith Hernandez is a great storyteller.
That's what I love about baseball, because sometimes the games they'll be blowouts. And you know what? There's no drama anymore. Your team's getting killed, and you're sitting there going, all right, well, what are we going to talk about? We're down 15-0, or our team is really lousy, and we're never. It's not the case so much for the Mets this year, but they've had a lot of years where they haven't been good.
And Keith is just like this chill, charismatic, old school baseball player who's like just will randomly go on a tangent, and then Gary will just be like, low and outside fastball. Back to you, Keith.
I know.
I love it.
Yeah, Gary's just like, I'm just going to do this. He's going to ramble. Now, this is the same broadcast team last month that went viral because, well, they each had a very different definition of the term stroking out.
So here we are again, the Mets stroking out 8 hits. Yeah,
Did you say stroking out?
Stroking out, yes. It's a baseball stroke.
I think you need to watch your language there. You know, we're getting older, and stroking out is something we don't want to be doing.
What do you say? I'm a creepy old man?
No. I think you're missing the point here. From a medical standpoint, do you know what stroking out means?
My mind goes places where...
You don't want to say bleeding out, and you don't want to say stroking out.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think...
Low and outside.
And we learned something about Gary. Because Keith Hernandez was really, at least as far as I could tell, it looked like Keith was like, no, you don't want to do that. It's the medical term. And Gary, the announcer's like, oh, you're saying I'm a creepy old man. No one has to say that, Gary. I think you've pretty much illustrated that you are.
Dude, Keith also was the guy that, like, he got into, like, a Twitter exchange with a woman, and she was just like, oh, I'm a big fan of yours. I just got to get your autograph, but I also love to take you out, bring you on the yoga mat. And so, like, he's like, oh, on the yoga mat. That's intriguing, Susan. And they're going back and forth on Twitter.
Wow.
He thought he was DMing with her.
Oh.
So they're going back, and he's like, where are you? And then she's like, I'm in New York, not far from you. And he's like, well, I'm heading home at 6:30, dinner and whatever. When are you coming out this place? And he's like, oh, I'd love to meet up with you. And then he's like, I thought you were married. And she says, I am. My husband's in love with you, too. And it keeps going back and forth.
Wow.
And then finally he goes, here's my number. We should take this offline.
Whoa.
And he gives out he says, hey, I remember you. Why don't we just text? Social media has me leery. Here's my cell number. And he gives out his cell number on the tweet exchange, which is still for everybody to see.
Oh, he does not understand how this works.
The best part is he gives out the wrong phone number. So he even screwed up his own phone number.
What?
So this poor guy by the name of Michael just starts getting bombarded with like texts and phone calls from people like, dude, Keith Hernandez, big fan.
Wow.
I'm like, Keith Hernandez is a damn living legend.
That is so funny, dude. And now did he really forget his number? Which is very, very possible. Probably is what happened. Or did he just go, I don't know, I'll give a different number. I mean, I don't know. How could he not know how to use Twitter? But he is old.
He's 70 years old.
Dude, he is old.
That's exactly
just
why.
not care. He's like, I'm DMing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's get on that yoga mat. Your husband can watch.
Wow, that is. Wow. Hey, and at 70 years old, though, Keith is still interested.
I don't know if he's married or not. I mean, I know he has two ex-wives.
He's not married anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He divorced in 2011.
Trying to get a hint of why maybe he has a couple of ex-wives.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I mean, look, if you're Keith Hernandez and you're back in the limelight, don't you want to be a free man?
The best part is the guy whose number he gave out has no idea even who Keith Hernandez was. And he's just like, I don't understand why all these people he got like 1,200 phone calls and text messages from fans.
Oh, man, that would be a beating.
He's like, I don't even know who he is. I just never even heard of him.
Wow. God, that would make me so angry if it blew up because somebody texted.
Right.
Oh, man. We got a dude that was busted for driving drunk in a van with 2 missing tires. Oh, and he tried to blame COVID for it. All right. Steve will tell you about this genius. He's got the Migs report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Law Tigers for giving us the Migs Report. And today, it's National Tape Measure Day.
Oh.
So go ahead and measure stuff.
Wow.
Feel free. Today's the day, fellas. Feel free to measure stuff.
We had like Berries Day and all sorts of great food day, and today is just like tape measured. What?
Well, there's other good stuff. You know, it's Shark Awareness Day, so
right.
Be aware of. I'm not going to sing the Baby Shark song.
Thank you. Well, you didn't have to.
But today is also a day, and it's all about Joe.
Oh, really?
Yes. What do you think is the day?
National I think I know how to play basketball, but I'm horrible day?
Oh. Ouch.
Damn.
Man. I mean, it's a good thing you're not his dad, because that'd be an awful thing for a father to say.
That would be horrible to say.
Yeah. Good thing you guys are just co-workers.
Yeah. National Sunday.
National Sunday. No, it's also not National Take a Day Off because I'm hungover day.
That is the day right there.
Rev, what do you think it is?
National Vegas Day?
National Vegas, not even close.
Good
enough.
call.
Vicky?
National Go to Work with Your Dad Day? Son, father, son, work with your dad day?
I mean, all good guesses, but all wrong. It's National, a day that he never will celebrate here in our studios. Mac and Cheese Day.
There we go.
That's why I didn't think about that one.
Right, because he'll never bring in his great mac and cheese.
That's true.
Son of a bitch.
It's tasty, I'll tell you that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I mean,
Sure
look,
did.
you guys think I'm a horrible father, but I celebrate his wins, and boy, he wins when it comes to making that mac and cheese. Actually, everything he makes, he wins at.
Just bad at basketball.
Celebrate his wins right after insulting his basketball.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, you know, I'm an honest person. Yeah. His cooking, that's his thing. That's his jam.
You know, they say, like, usually say something nice before you deliver bad news. BJ's the other way. He gives you the turd sandwich and then says something nice.
Yeah, you have to have the insult, the compliment insult. It's the turd sandwich. Ew.
All right, well, let's move on to a man in Wales, and that person's name is Laurie. And, well, he was driving drunk in a van.
Okay.
With 2 missing tires.
This is sounds like a drunk driver right there.
42-year-old guy. So someone called the cops. It was all happening at 2 a.m. And if you're wondering which 2 tires were missing, both of the left tires. So the front and back left tires were missing.
Oh, wow. What?
Driving on the rims.
Okay.
Turned out he blew out both tires, but he kept driving for another 10 minutes. So he must have hit the curb or something. Who knows what was going on with this guy?
Hello, governor.
The cops show up. They pull him over. They're like, what the hell is going on? Are you drunk? He's like, I've only had 2 beers.
Yeah.
But he blew twice the legal limit.
I guess I had more than 2 pints, didn't I, governor?
So he was in court the other day, and and I don't know if he had a lawyer or if he just decided to do this on his own, but he decided the defense would be, it was not the alcohol, it was COVID.
It was the COVID, governor.
He said that he tested positive the day after the arrest, so his lawyer, so he did have a lawyer, claimed that he was cloudy-headed and it affected his decision-making, and that's why he drove.
Okay.
All right, so here's the question. Do you think that the court bought it?
Ooh, this is England. Ooh, boy, because they do,
COVID made me cloudy. That's why I got drunk and drove on 2 blown tires.
I'm going to say no. They did not buy it. They were like, no, sir.
You are correct. They did not buy it. They fined him and suspended his license.
Yeah.
Here's a crazy story that happened in Missouri. A woman was visiting some friends. Actually, a Missouri woman visiting some friends in Oklahoma, and she was caught on camera driving with a snake on the hood and windshield of her car.
What?
Apparently, as she was driving, this snake just appeared on the hood and windshield. She pulled out the cell phone, or someone in the car pulled out the cell phone. And yep, she was driving on the highway for about an hour as this snake was on her windshield, going on the rear view mirror.
Whoa!
Of course, she was freaking out about it. I don't know why she didn't pull over and get the snake off of the car.
That's what I would have done.
Here she is talking about the encounter with this snake.
It is my worst nightmare come true in that moment. It is so surreal. It was almost 100 degrees out. Where am I going to go? And I'm probably going to get hit. To have to experience that while driving, I'll never forget it.
But why wouldn't you pull over?
You know, my mom wouldn't do. My mom would be that kind of
You hoping it's going to fly off the car?
Yeah, because she would just be she would literally be too scared to get out of the car. She hates snakes and, like, would think that it was going to, like, jump and eat her.
All right, so here's the question. You're terrified of snakes. Sure. So I get you don't want to touch the snake. Where do you go? Where would you go to get the snake?
Police station.
See, I would go to a fire station.
I'd go to the car wash.
Oh, fair.
Oh, okay, that's a very humane way to handle it.
Yeah, well,
PJ wins.
Yeah, give a snake a bath and everybody's happy.
And you get a clean car.
I mean, yeah, no?
No, it works, man. It's just...
I mean, that'll get the snake off. If there's one way to get the snake off, that car wash should do the trick.
I mean, you know what? I thought a fire station was a good call, but you're right. Car wash.
That's right, man.
All right, so the other day we talked about Zach Wilson. He's the Jets quarterback, and he's in the news not because of his football playing abilities, but because of his abilities hooking up with his mom's best friend. At least that's the rumor.
Yeah,
so, like, he broke up with his high school sweetheart. She started dating his old buddy and teammate in college. And then she came out and said, because people were accusing her of homie hopping. And she's like, no, the homie hopper is Zach Wilson, as he banged his mom's best friend. Well, he just finally went back on social media and addressed all these rumors in a very funny way. So, because for like 3 days, these rumors are out there. We've heard nothing from Zach Wilson. He posted a picture of him throwing a football, and he said, took the boys to some club, I guess some like beach club or ranch in Idaho before camp. Poor cell service. What did I miss? And that's exactly what he wrote.
If I were him, I would just what I would do is I would just put the Fountains of Wayne as that band that just keep posting pictures of them. That's all I would do.
Hey, how about the Mariners, boys?
Whoa, wait a second. What's happening?
Played 2 games and beat the Washington Nationals twice, 6-4 and then 2-1. The Mariners have now won 10 in a row.
It is something, man. It's baseball is so bizarre, man. I mean, because it was maybe 2 weeks ago where I was thinking, wow, my Red Sox are going crazy and the Mariners are doing nothing. And now they are tied with the Red Sox.
It's so great.
It's nuts.
Dude, I was talking to my buddy Toy last night. We were just BSing about the Mariners. And finally, I just as we're going back and forth, I just looked and I go, I just really love this team. Yeah, me too. This is awesome.
Dude, did you believe it at all? Did you think this could happen, really?
No, I was chalking this up a little over a month ago. Like, oh man, what a disappointment. Last year, they exceeded expectations. This year, when we do have minor expectations, but still some expectations, they've been just kicking us in the gut with some bad baseball and bad luck. And, oh man, today they play Texas. They're taking on the Rangers. They play in Texas. J-Rod was announced to be a part of the home run derby for the All-Star game.
That's pretty exciting. I saw that picture. That was awesome.
That's pretty cool. How exciting. A rookie.
I'm going to have to. I don't usually watch the home run derby, but how do I not watch it now that our guy's in there?
Oh, man, Mariners are looking good. And you're like, oh, the hottest team in baseball, but then you look at Baltimore, also have won 10 in a row.
Did they win? I know they won. I did. Wow, okay. Damn.
They're at 10 in a row.
Damn, look at that. 2 teams 10 in a row. I don't know the last time that's happened. I really, that's crazy. And, MLB, the MLB network, where they were talking about him yesterday, which it's really cool when you turn on just randomly and hear the Mariners are like one of the top stories of, the MLB network.
I noticed they've been tweeting about them also on MLB's Twitter handle, which, it's rare that you see that unless it's something like, oh, the Mariners still suck. So this has been a lot of fun this last month or so.
Yeah, like we talked with Ryan Rowland Smith, man, a lot of guys are warming up because the season is warming. The weather's warmer, and you're starting to finally see guys like Jesse Winker, who had a nice day yesterday.
How about that?
2 home runs for him.
They flip anybody off and eat pizza?
No, man, but this guy, he came back and he hit home run first game, home run second game. He's like, I'm ready, people. I'll put on any uniform and hit a home run.
Man, it's all about his fist, though. I mean, it all started. The fight happened. Could it be he was not playing all that well? Could it be the fight is the catalyst for not only the team playing better, but also him playing better?
Yeah, man. If Mitch Haniger can come back, and then keeping my fingers crossed. I know that Kyle Lewis, we just never know about him, but boy, what a team that could be if those 2 guys could get back.
Kelenic is crushing it in Tacoma right now.
Yeah.
So who knows if they'll ever bring him back up?
I forgot about him. Yeah, you're right. dude, if we can get somebody to just hit on a regular basis and get JP back above 300 and Ty do what Ty do, that would be great.
Now, can any of the Mariners play for the Sounders? Because, they just need some help.
Oh, what happened, Danny?
What is the whole thing with, the Mariners start winning and the Sounders just can't win a game? I don't know what's
you're
happening.
right. That's a good point.
I know you love the Sounders, but I'm willing to take that trade-off. I mean, they got the CONCACAF. Stop being selfish.
It was the deal we made with the devil, Danny. It's like only one Seattle team can do well at one time.
Fair enough.
They lost 1-0 to Nashville.
Oh.
Dude, it's crazy. Such a hockey fan for me to be so excited about the Mariners. Let's not forget, though, there's some exciting stuff happening with the Kraken. Had a great free agency signing yesterday.
Oh, really? What else happened?
Well, yesterday we mentioned how they got Justin Schultz, who's a solid defenseman. He's more known for his offensive prowess, but that's what they'd like to have, is a good right-handed defenseman. So he's a good pickup. He's going to add some good depth to the team. Also, they picked up a goalie, Martin Jones, who's nothing... He's not going to be fighting Grubauer for the starting spot, but with Drieger injured next season for an extended period of time, he's a very serviceable and a solid backup, so that's a good thing as well. But then they picked up, fresh off of winning the Stanley Cup with the Colorado Avalanche, Andrei Burakovsky.
Oh,
very good player.
We got an Avs player. I was so happy to talk crap yesterday. It was amazing.
That's the nice thing when a team wins a cup. All of a sudden, the players want to get paid, and he's one of those players. So, 5-year deal, $5 million a year. It's a good deal, and he's known for being a streaky scorer. So he doesn't consistently score, but when he decides to score, he scores in buttloads.
Yeah.
And he must be young enough, right? They did 5 years with him, right?
Yeah, he's 27 years old.
Okay, that's
he's a
not
good
horrible.
young player. He's definitely gonna. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be Matty Beniers to Burakovsky. Go!
Oh, I like that. I like that all time. I like it.
I don't know if that's how it's gonna go.
I like it. You sound like John Forsland to me. I felt like he was in the room.
Go! That's Kraken hockey.
There you go.
Okay.
No.
Hey, listen. I don't think John Forsland's going to have a fist fight with you or anything to keep his job. I think he's going to be okay.
Also, yesterday, and they did it on the ice, on the practice ice over at the Kraken Community Ice Center, Iceplex. Shane Wright signed his entry-level contract, so our top draft pick is now locked in with the Seattle Kraken.
And you have a strong belief that we are going to see Shane Wright relatively early in the season.
I'm willing to put money. Not a lot, because I got bills to pay.
Okay.
A child that wants things and foam fingers that cost.
I've already got a $20 bet with you, and I forgot what that's for.
Save me here.
You both lost, so go ahead and give me the money.
Oh, yeah.
See, I thought, I don't know about the $20 bet. We made also a bet, or you guys made a bet for breakfast for the Seahawks game.
That's right.
Seahawks
Right.
That's
yeah.
the bet.
That's the bet. Did we go?
What was the bet? I know
You said breakfast if the Seahawks win the first game against the Broncos.
Yeah, that's right. And I thought you went for breakfast to a 20. We're back to just breakfast again?
I have no idea.
I thought it was breakfast.
Look at Danny. Danny's like, if you guys just bet a 20, I don't get breakfast. So Danny's definitely pushing for breakfast.
Yeah, let's make sure it's breakfast.
I'd say breakfast for the whole show.
All right, so here's the problem with our bets. We got to wait a while for our bet. So you're betting. I don't want to bet. I don't want to bet against Shane. I want to see him early in the season too. So I don't.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet that he'll be opening day. He'll be on the ice playing the first game.
Bet breakfast. I'll bet breakfast on that.
Okay,
because there's a good shot that they won't want to. They may want to let the kid, get some time, and do some minor league stuff before he gets back. Before he still. I'll bet that.
Oh, you think he's gonna be in Coachella Valley?
Yeah, I think that might be the case.
Oh,
with the maybe you want to get him in a Firebird jersey just because he'll look cool
for merch purposes. Only.
Yeah. All right. So breakfast and breakfast.
Oh,
all right. I'm betting against the Hawks, and I'm betting against Shane being on the big team in the first game.
See if we remember this tomorrow.
Yeah,
I won't.
Odds, no.
Lots of bets.
And you never say what kind of breakfast. I'll just bring in a bundle of bananas. Happy breakfast, everybody.
Ooh, bananas.
Yeah. If you bring a bundle of bananas to any breakfast, you should be flogged.
With the bananas?
in any situation. I'm just saying in life. I know you're
with a good time, BJ.
You're Captain Healthy, but the rest of us, we want to keep our doctor in business by having to take pills. Come on, bring in the bad stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I like how you speak on behalf of everybody.
Yeah, right?
Like you're taking everyone down with the ship, huh, Captain?
You look at Vicky, you look at Danny, they don't want bananas.
Well, do you guys like bananas?
I love bananas.
I love bananas, too.
Yeah.
Really?
But they have to be a little green, otherwise I don't want them.
A little firm, yeah.
Firm bananas.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Joe, you like bananas? Thumbs up.
What
Sarah?
happened to the healthy people in this show?
Sarah doesn't like bananas?
No, she's allergic to bananas.
Well, then it's that or chicken nuggets, lady.
Yeah. Wow, that's one extreme to another. If I can't bring bananas, I will bring chicken nuggets.
You know what? I don't want to go with chicken nuggets.
I'll go with chicken nuggets.
This is just exclusive for Sarah.
Oh, wow. This is the greatest bet I'm going to win of all time.
All right, let's go Kraken. Let's go
bananas.
Yeah.
Let's go P-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Hey, as far as weather, 78 degrees and sunny. That's the big report, and that's what's up. What the hell?
Okay. I don't know. I really don't.
You can bring other stuff in and put the bananas on things.
Yeah.
You can make yourself a banana split if you want.
I blame it on, I blame this on the Mariners. We are Mariners crazy because I just cannot believe this team is won 10 in a row.
I don't think they're ever going to lose.
Okay, don't say stuff like that. When you say stuff like that, next thing you know, it's like the Mariners out of the All-Star break lose 10 in a row. Don't say that.
I don't feel like it's going to happen.
Oh,
I'll be very depressed if they ever lose again.
Don't. Well, yes, and I'm going to be depressed that you're saying this because we just have to.
That's the pessimist in me. If they lose one game, I'm like, oh, it's all going back. It's all over. Like they just have to keep winning.
They did. I think I heard them say though that 2-1 game was their 8th 2-1 game or 8th 1-run game, and those are the kind of games that that good teams win. So I'm kind of excited that's Mariners baseball right there.
Because I got a little nervous in the first game. They were up 6-1 and ended up being 6-4. I'm like, oh man, I hope that the scoring waves don't continue into the next game because they're playing 2 games in one day, and then it comes back and it's just like a pitcher's duel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you know what? I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. I am
the club.
Okay, take it easy.
It's a good run.
Yesterday,
can the season end now?
Yeah, I know. We really, if the season ended now, we would still be wondering, can we beat the Yankees? Yesterday, Steve did get this one wrong.
Which popular candy bar is named after the maker's favorite horse?
Charlestown Chew?
No.
Charleston Chew?
No.
Charlestown Chew?
It's the Charlestown Chew. Everybody's doing the Charlestown Chew.
Elmer's?
No. That's my favorite candy bar. Gotta love an Elmer's, man.
Wow.
I didn't know that. Snickers, I guess it makes sense. It's the name of a horse, but I never knew.
Yeah.
That is the candy, because that name lasted. Snickers is, one of the most popular candy bars. Look at the horse always living on.
I would just eat it. Never thought about what the name was for.
Now you're eating a horse.
You're not eating a horse.
Yes, what do you think Snickers is made of?
How big of a horse was it that could provide this chocolate treat for all these years?
The original Snickers was unfortunately the horse. Because the horse was brown, they cut it up. This is all fabricated. Please, Snickers, don't sue me or the company I work for.
On the Food Network.
Yeah, I did. Hey, you want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs at 650 on the Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I can't afford to pay my bills, how am I going to afford attorneys and bankruptcy fees?
One of the things people ask me all the time as a bankruptcy lawyer is that how am I going to pay all these fees and costs because I'm here because I can't afford to pay my bills? And of course we understand that. Being in the bankruptcy field. But one of the things to remember is that if you decide, once you make the decision to file bankruptcy, you can stop paying on all of the creditors that are going to be included in the bankruptcy, and those are the funds that you can use that you have been paying your creditors to pay your attorney fees and court costs to get your case filed. And once your case is filed, you're not going to have most of those payments anymore.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details. Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
The idea of owning a home felt like a pipe dream.
That's BECU member Leandra talking about her home buying experience.
So we went to BECU where I met our mortgage advisor, Lauren, and she was like, this is what we're going to do. This is how you buy a home.
As a not-for-profit credit union, BECU helps members find the right home loan to meet their needs. Learn more at becu.org/home loans. BECU, power in people. Equal Housing Opportunity Lender, NMLS ID 490518. Members were compensated for participation.
Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details. Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Oh, it's pain in the grass. It is back, baby.
Getting closer and closer to it, man.
Yeah, you're right. When you think about it, it's what, about a month and a half away?
I know. Seems like it. Right?
That's insane.
Get cracking on it, people. Get your tickets.
Oh, I see what you did there. Thursday's cracking day. Nice.
It is cracking day. Get cracking on getting those BJ and Migs party tickets, because those have sold out in the past, and some of the time. I mean, one of the days is already gone, so hurry up and get them.
Yeah, man, this is going to be a fun time. 3 big days. We are making up for lost time, making up for our lost big anniversary Pain in the Grass. This is our 51st anniversary Pain in the Grass show. And this is Incubus, Alice in Chains, Sammy Hagar and the Circle. These are headliners of so many great bands, national, international, local. If you just love what we bring to the table in our 51 years of history here at The Rock, you're going to love Pain in the Grass.
Speaking of logos, listening to one of the local bands that we're playing, getting more excited to see them. A band called Always Naked. Really good band.
Always Naked's a great band.
Very excited to check those guys and gals out. Good stuff.
So you want tickets? You can get them at Ticketmaster. You want to find out more information about the BJ and Migs party? Well, you go to KISW.com.
Let's play B Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. B Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B Migs. You're a loser.
It is time for B Migs. It is Thursday, so let's get cracking.
He's the Kraken.
Hell yeah.
Sploosh. Now, Steve.
Yes.
We just had the free agency. We had the draft and all this stuff going down. Is the team going to be completely different, like, when it comes out? Did I waste money on jerseys?
No.
Steve, I'm panicking. I'm like, I don't know who's going to be on the team now.
Hold on a second. I didn't know. Ron Francis is gone, and you're the new GM, Steve, so you can answer these questions?
He's the closest thing I have to a GM. I got to ask him because I don't know.
Ron was like, he called me yesterday, like, who do you think I should get? And I was like, yeah, dude, that Burakovsky guy, I think you should pick him up.
Yeah. Okay.
Offer him $5 million a year. I think he'll take it.
Special assistant to the GM, Steve Migs.
I'm like a silent general manager.
Fair enough.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, GM.
Yes. And to answer your question, yes. They're going to be a lot better.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a playoff team, but it's going to be a lot closer than last year. They got some good players. They're getting more depth. Grubauer, I feel like, is going to bounce back and have a very good season. I think a lot of those games were lost last year because of some bad goaltending, and I don't think it's going to be the case this year.
But I don't think you wasted your money because you got a Gord.
I got a Gord jersey and a Tanev jersey.
So I think
They're both coming back.
Okay.
I mean, if you're thinking about getting a jersey, I think now's the time. Either Matty Beniers or Shane Wright. Those are two guys who are going to be on the team for a very long time. Or maybe you get the Burakovsky jersey, because I was just on Instagram and I just love the analysis by one Kraken fan. So it's like, we just signed Andre Burakovsky from Colorado in free agency, to which this one person commented, and he is so sexy yummy. So that's the most important part.
Wow. That is expert commentary right there.
I could not stop laughing when I saw that, because some people were like, great free agency signing, bunch of points with the Avs, it's a good signing. And he is so sexy yummy. It's a good reputation.
It's a good way to figure out how you want to buy some jerseys or not.
And the kid gets paid. He's got a championship ring. He's coming to a city that's loving hockey. I feel like it's an upgrade. See, Seattle from Colorado,
not
from
just
Denver.
one ring, but 2 rings. He also won a cup with the Washington Capitals.
Whoa! So what you're saying is this guy's a winner.
He's a winner.
Oh,
nice.
Well, give that guy a chicken dinner. Bring him to Seattle.
A Shaq's chicken dinner.
Okay,
there you go.
You know what? I forgot. He gets to play in that arena. Of course, that's the winner. If you've got a Shaq's chicken.
That's why he signed.
That's exactly why. I think that's why Shane Wright came here. Didn't he say, it's like, they got a Shaq's chicken. Of course I'm going to sign. I want to be with the Kraken.
Of course. Let's get to our contestants today. We've got Billy and Everett. Billy, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. For those playing at home, Billy will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Billy, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Got it. Let's go.
Eminem and Rihanna had the 2010 hit song titled Love the Way You What?
Live.
Yes. Which the shoe company Converse is owned by which major corporation?
Nike.
Yes. In the automobile industry, what does AWD stand for?
Pass.
The sitcom Happy Days aired on what network?
ABC.
Yes. How many provinces are there in Canada?
7.
No.
8.
No.
11.
No. Which California national park shares its name with the U2 album?
Pass.
Julie Andrews won an Oscar for her role in what Disney classic?
Snow White.
No.
Wizard of Oz.
No.
Frozen.
No. What interstate highway connects Boston and Seattle?
I-90.
Yes. How many tiles does a player play to score a bingo in Scrabble?
Oh, come on.
5.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4 correct.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a couple there that aren't going to be
freaking
winners.
Scrabble. I would. You know what? I think I would have to attack the host of any game show if they asked me Scrabble questions. Like, this is what's going to cost me $1 million.
Why?
Just because I'm the only human who plays board games that doesn't know anything about Scrabble.
It's because you can't spell.
Well, listen, I wish I could fight with you on that one, but I don't know how to spell any of the words I just said.
Hey, look who's back.
It's
He's
me,
back.
General manager for your Seattle Kraken.
Yeah. Hey, can you give me some tickets?
Well, that's
get in line.
Yeah, that's
go to Ticketmaster. We offered you $20 tickets. You should have taken advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, I should have.
Look at this.
Steve.
With the service charge, which is an extra $30-something. That pair becomes $70.
Great value.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was so. Whoa! I wasn't mad at the Kraken.
No.
I wasn't happy with Ticketmaster.
There you go.
Wait,
exactly.
Are you a person that's not happy with Ticketmaster? I very rarely hear that.
It's a love-hate relationship. They give me things I want, but they take more money out of me than I want.
Well, there's a lot of handling charges, and boy, are you getting handled.
Who's handling anything anymore?
Oh,
robots. You got to pay your robots, man.
A robot?
Look down.
I thought we had robots so we didn't have to pay people.
You know what they're handling? Your boys is what they're handling.
Oh my God! It's like you pay $20 a ticket. It's $40 total, and next thing you know, it's a $70.
Vicky, can you take a video of this and go, first time a guy realized that buying tickets from online can be expensive?
Yeah, didn't Pearl Jam deal with this about 30 years ago?
Like
for a while.
Eddie was like, no.
I experienced, and every time I experience this, I have the same exact reaction.
You surely do.
But it was just something about being like, you get these discounted tickets for $20 a ticket. I'm like, this is amazing. I got myself some tickets. And then next thing you know, it's $70 being taken out of my wallet.
I think it's called ticket mamnesia, where it's like, you keep forgetting exactly what a lovely experience it is to go online with tickets.
Well, don't buy any foam fingers.
Yeah.
Are you late?
Are you ready?
I bought another ticket.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, here we go.
Eminem and Rihanna had the 2010 hit song titled Love the Way You What?
Move?
No.
Think?
No.
The way you scream?
No. The shoe company Converse is owned by what major corporation?
Nike.
Yes. In the automobile industry, what does AWD stand for?
All-wheel drive.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The sitcom Happy Days aired on what network?
ABC.
Yes. How many provinces are there in Canada?
10.
Yes.
Nice job.
Which California national park shares its name with the U2 album?
Oh, Joshua Tree.
Yes.
Nice.
Julie Andrews won an Oscar for her role in what Disney classic?
Snow White?
No.
Cinderella?
No.
Wizard of Oz?
No. What interstate highway connects Boston and Seattle?
I-90.
Yes. How many tiles does a player play to score a bingo in Scrabble?
7?
Yes. What was Ken Jeong's profession before comedian/actor? Yes. And Steve, you win 8-4.
Nice game, Steve.
Sorry, Billy. Victory. Sorry, Bill.
So good, man. Thanks, guys.
Take it easy, buddy. You try again, Billy.
Yeah. He started good and then just kind of fell
His
off.
questions were rigged.
What?
Billy's a young man living the dream, and you're asking him questions that only Steve can answer. Rigged, I say.
asked the Eminem and Rihanna song.
That's rigged.
That Steve got wrong.
And I've heard the song. And I know once you say it, I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's the answer.
Love the way you lie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Billy did get that one correct.
Yep.
Neither of you guys got the Julie Andrews, who she won an Oscar for her role in what Disney classic. Now, I didn't say Disney animated classic.
No, he did not.
It's a Disney classic.
I forget that that's a Disney movie.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Which Emily Blunt or Brunt? Emily Blunt did what? Mary she comes back to town. It was a sequel or something.
Did she?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a modern version of Hey, Mary's back, but it's Emily instead.
Was people clamoring for this?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got too much Bluey to watch. You'll probably end up watching this movie, pal.
Mr. Disney, Danny over there's like, no.
Oh, I'm sorry, Danny. Is that the one Disney movie you reject?
Wait, BJ, did you see it?
No, of course not.
Oh, okay. I was just like, all right, then what's going on?
I'm a fan of Emily Blunt, that's all.
Fair enough. All right, well,
I need to rewatch all of seasons 1 and 2 of Bluey before season 3 comes back. So, I need to
you're going to binge watch?
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't blame you. I did that for a lot of shows when the season comes out.
When you need to recap and remember what happened in the...
They don't have a recap little thing like they do for shows?
Are there story arcs in Bluey?
Oh, yeah, there are. Bluey.
Wackadoo.
Okay. Well, congrats on your win, Wackadoo.
More like Wackadoo.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Well, congratulations to everybody in that conversation.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. Well, there's a recent poll that was done, and around a third of us think that we could still log into. I can't believe this, but a lot of people, a third of people go, well, if I wanted to, I could log into my ex's bank account. Oh, actually, I should say Facebook account. Excuse me. I thought it was bank account, and I was like, whoa, that would be. Oh, actually, no, I am right about that. I got a list of things. Facebook's number one, but bank account is on the list.
I couldn't do it either.
Yeah, there's fraud when you log into money accounts that I just don't want to be a part of. I don't want anybody coming to me going, doing that is a federal crime. And I got to be thinking logging into a bank account that's no longer yours is probably some sort of financial fraud that the government could get nasty with me on.
I mean, what if you don't do anything, though, with it?
I don't even want to try.
I'm not trying to argue this. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I don't even want to try.
We're not lawyers.
Right. I should have a right to be able to log into somebody's financial.
Wow.
I don't even know passwords to anybody. I don't even know my wife's passwords to stuff unless I need to open up her computer and it's every time I'm like, what's your password again? I don't retain that stuff.
So is there anybody in your family who's responsible for all the online stuff? Or are you guys equally responsible for your own online stuff?
What online stuff are we talking about?
Anything like online banking, or you going online to Netflix, anything at all that requires a password. Do you just go, okay, I handle this and maybe she handles that? Or
it's kind of willy-nilly, yeah. Just whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, very willy-nilly. I do all of the passwords for all of our streaming services.
See, that's me too, Rev.
I'm just the one who signs up for them.
Yeah, and I'm the password guy, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say more often than not, I'll every once in a while get a text from my wife, be like, what's our Netflix password or what's our YouTube password? And I'll be like, oh, it's this. And then sometimes I'll be like, oh, man, Just remember, I made this password up when I was single.
Oh, Dong Lover 69?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really wonderful. If you should change that just in case your daughter gets older and you have to give her passwords.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you really need to start changing those passwords.
It's time for me to vet those passwords. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, you really don't want to have to go, never mind.
The banking one, I think we both just have access to that and check it from time. I mean, she checks it way more than I do. I only check it if I'm about to make a stupid purchase, let me make sure we have money in there.
If I had to pick who's the financial responsible one and who's in charge of all that stuff in the Migs household, I would definitely not be your wife. Yeah, I would pick Tatum second, and then
Lulu third,
and then the mailman 4.
Yeah, Grandma fifth.
Grandma 5th. Yeah,
Great Grandma 6th.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I feel like it. Are you even on? I don't even think. I don't think you make the top 10. I really don't. Yeah,
no. I'm knocking on 10's door.
Yeah. So, but I mean, all of you in the world of passwords now, if you have an ex, like everything we do, if you're a streamer, you're going to you don't even know how many things you might have to change.
Yeah, but if I was in a relationship where that was going on, that would be like, if we lived together, changing the locks would be step 1. And then step 2 would be changing all the passwords. Especially now with cell phones, remember passwords a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that would be definitely one of the first things that I would do is that when the relationship ends, sorry, you're not getting my Netflix anymore.
Depends on level of pettiness that I'm on.
You know what? I love that was the first thing that came to your mind. Like, I am so pissed at you. Here's what I'm going to take from you.
Well, I was going to say I'm changing Peacock's password, but I was like, you guys are going to think I'm going down some weird road with that.
I would just because you're putting Peacock above Netflix. I know, I get it's for the wrestling, but still. I know, which by the way, if your ex is probably going to go, yeah, okay, you can keep Peacock there, Wrestle Boy, because I watched it so much.
I know we're breaking up. I'm taking my independent wrestling television streaming service. IWTV, you can't have that.
Can't have that.
It's like, I never had it in the first place.
Yes.
I don't want it.
I'm going to try to weather that storm, okay? There we go. Thanks.
Would you let someone like your ex still keep your streaming services? Let's just say it didn't end on awful terms. It just ended because this isn't working out. We're not meant for each other.
If I'm the dumper, yes. If I'm the dumpee, no.
See, if I'm the dumpee,
I respect that.
Yeah.
See, but if I'm the dumpee, this is terrible. Okay. But I will monitor what they're watching, and once they get to episode 8 or 9,
no, you're not. That
boom,
guy.
gone. It's like buy your own right there. Watch the season finale on your own.
Wow,
that's like the modern version, the millennials version of being a serial killer.
Yeah. It's a pretty brilliant idea, though.
Yeah. That would be pretty funny. Is that you're monitoring? You're like, they're about to watch the last episode. Change password.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is. I'm gonna have to say, as much as I hate the Rev being such a troll, that is a pretty brilliant idea.
Yep.
Yeah. I might just do that anyway because Vicky and Rev and I every once in a while we'll watch the same show. So I'm going to say there's nothing illegal going on.
Hey, just remember, man, it goes both ways.
So BJ, I would imagine your rationale for if you're dumping the person, I already broke their heart. I shouldn't take away Hulu from them.
Yeah, I really do. I
free time now.
I don't want them to stalk me. I don't want them to throw my clothes and burn my stuff or come in and ruin all my board games. So yeah,
or their heart's broken. They should have the ability to watch Shoresy.
To watch Shoresy. That was the show.
It was the first Hulu show I could.
That's fantastic.
Great show.
Yeah. We had a massive
Letterkenny. How about that? Is that better?
Because my wife is really a big fan of both of those shows. Yeah.
It's for the exes.
It's Ferda. I mean, that's all she says around the house is Ferda. A massive scare happened at a nuclear power plant, which led to nearby beachgoers to evacuate, and it turned out it was a giant mistake. You're going to hear what happened at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details. Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details. Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
Nobody likes keeping track of a wallet full of credit cards with complicated rewards categories. And BECU members like Heather don't have to.
With this card, I don't really spend a lot of time thinking about it. I just use it and pay it. It's pretty simple.
Keep things simple with the Cashback Visa from BECU. No more confusing categories, no more blackout dates. Just 1.5% cash back on every purchase. BECU. Power in people. Member compensated for participation. Cash advances and cash-like transactions do not qualify as purchases. Contact BECU at 800-233-2328 for current product and rate information.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. A nuclear power plant in New Hampshire freaked some beachgoers out when sirens started going off and an announcement saying that there was a problem at the plant followed. Oh,
What?
Wow.
That's when I'm like, babe, we're leaving.
Where you gonna go?
I don't know. Far from the nuclear plant.
Yeah, good luck to you, buddy.
Start swimming? I don't know. No, the fish, they get 3 eyes. We're screwed.
Yeah, you are.
I base this all off of The Simpsons.
Well, yeah.
Well, thankfully, it was a mistake. No one was in any real danger, but people were panicking. I mean, they started running off the beach. Turned out workers at the plant were testing the emergency system and accidentally played the alert on 9 of the 121 sirens around the area. Oh, my gosh. And they sent a second alert to people's phones saying, oh, hey, everything's okay. Sorry about that. Don't have to evacuate. Here is the alert that was sent out.
Attention, there is a problem at Seabrook Nuclear Power Station.
Oh, God. There is a problem. What's the problem?
Yeah, they don't give like a level, like this is like a level 5 problem. Or,
yeah, that's...
Is the vending machine not working? Is that the problem?
That's the problem.
What's scary is that, like, usually when it's a pre-recorded one, you're like, you can tell. So you're like, okay, you know this isn't a drill because it's like a problem. Yeah, I would immediately start running.
Yeah, well, you think they were trying not to cause a panic.
He didn't sound like a robot either.
No.
It sounded like a guy was actually on like a microphone.
Mm-hmm. Who didn't know what to say. Yeah. That's what it sounded like. It's like, I don't know how to say this. Don't want to panic you, but there is some reason to panic. And so he just came up with, there's a problem. It's like, yeah, I'd be running the hell off that.
Yeah, if I was in charge, I'd be like, S is going down. Run.
Got a couple of people that were on the beach talking about what happened near Seabrook.
I heard someone over a speaker say that there's a problem at the power plant and to stay away from the beach, and I thought it was scary. We're seeing like people run off the beach. We're pretty like scared at that point.
People started coming out of their cottages. They couldn't believe, what we just heard.
That's right. And think about the people who live right out by the beach, too.
Yeah.
They're like, a problem?
Yeah,
I just bought this house.
I wonder what the costs are for those homes because, yeah, it's beachfront property, but you're near a nuclear power plant.
I'd take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, the deal is good enough.
It better be a good deal if you ask me.
Yeah, it's like living like right by an like an airport.
It's like that line from Vegas. That's that line from Vegas Vacation, that fine movie where he's like he lives next to the nuclear power plant. It's like my carrots are 20 pounds and my teeth have never been wider.
Yeah, baby. See, there you go. There's a benefit to everything. Wow. So that was that's a scary thing.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
A nuclear power plant accidentally told a whole town to evacuate. Based on this, we want to know, when did you royally F up at work? 206-421-ROCK, text us at 77999. When did you royally F up at work? Your calls, your texts after 3 doors down on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. A nuclear power plant accidentally told a whole town to evacuate. So based on this, we want to know, when did you royally F up at work? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Joel in Tacoma. Joel, you are on the Rock.
Hello.
Good morning, Joel. Welcome to the show. All right. Did you royally F up? Did somebody at work do that?
No, it was me. I worked at a dealership as vehicle quality control part. And so I was looking over all the work, and the guys always often they get me mad at work because of their attitude, and they always miss little things and whatnot. And this one day I got mad because of something stupid. They forgot a sticker. So I had to take off the sticker, and I was so mad that I slammed the door shut with the form of a left hook because I'm a fighter too.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so I slammed it with so much force, and I sent it on its way to go to the photo guy. I went to lunch, and then I came back, and my manager was mad at me with the truck. And I was like, he was telling me what was going on. Like I was just in so much of a rush and whatnot. And he was like, "Oh, you're in so much of a rush that you broke the window."
So wait,
like, well, I didn't even realize
you didn't even you slammed it so hard, and you just like how you just I'll just slam it and be done, and it was hard enough that you're breaking windows you didn't even know.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I guess I was that mad.
Wow.
And not only that, he was also like, and the taco truck guy backed into it. So the bumper was all crushed in as he was waiting to talk to me about the broken window.
All right, so somebody else hit the car, and he's wow, that car.
And all I can think about now is how delicious are those tacos at the taco truck.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's a good point. But yeah, man, I know what it's like to be the person that just thinks everybody's just sucking at their job. That's not a good place to be. You're never happy. And it's not here. It was when I was in the supermarket. Because I know you guys suck at your job, so I've made peace with that.
That's how we got the gig.
Yeah, so I made peace with it.
Yeah.
But you realize that if everybody's screwing up, or is it that this is everybody's level of what they think is a good job, and you're the one that needs help? I mean, it took me a long time to go, wow, why can't I be happy like them?
So maybe you should go back to working at a grocery store.
Dude, I thought about it, man. I still whenever I go back home, I see the old stores I used to work at, and I'm such a supermarket geek. I walk in, see what's going on, check it out, and I immediately want to go up to the folks and say, hey, can you take me in the back room? I just want to see what things look like, how things are running. But I'm like, I can't do that.
They usually call the cops if someone says that. Yeah. Hey, can you take me to the back room?
Dude, I was pushing my own cart, the grocery cart, because I used to be the cart guy. And I was like, why did I hate this job? I used to hate it when I was in my 20s, but I'm like, you're outside, it's good weather.
Well, it's not always good weather.
Yeah, how many times did you have to deal with the rain with all of that and all that BS?
And the snow, too, you're right.
Oh, gosh, yes, snow.
Or the super hot weather as well.
Yeah, I was...
Scorching hot weather.
It happened to be like in the 70s and sunny.
Okay, yeah.
It was a cool day.
Well, maybe you need to work at a grocery store in San Diego.
That's what I need to do. You're right. Let's go to Mike in Union. Mike, you are on the Rock.
Hey,
Mike, how about you? When did you royally F up at work?
Well, I did military law enforcement my earlier years, and I was stationed at a base had a bunch of top secret stuff. So I pull somebody over and running the plates, and instead of saying union, I say umbrella. At the time was the duress word. So next thing you know, the dispatch says, can you confirm that? I say it again. Now I got the whole base, all security forces, flying my way, flying up, pulling their guns out, thinking that the person I pulled over, which turns out to be my flight chief's son.
Oh, man, you pulled over Rooster? What are you doing, dude? You can't do that.
Yeah, and the gun's pointing at him, thinking he did something to me, and I'm like, I'm okay, come to find out that dress words used throughout the whole base. So now even, all the way up to the general, they have to change the dress word throughout the base for that month.
Wow, dude. You gave away. So basically, it's like a safe word. You kind of gave up.
It's called a dress word?
Yeah.
A duress.
Yeah.
Oh, duress. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it said dress word. I'm like, what?
No.
I was very confused.
Yep.
Damn, dude. And plus, like you said, you pulled over the flight chief's kid.
Yes.
Did you get in a lot of trouble for that?
I didn't get in trouble. Everybody just made fun of me for quite a while.
See,
there,
now,
you know.
for me, I'd be happy. If you give something, hey, I can pick on you. This is perfect. I mean, you're doing God's work right there, my friend.
This person said I'm a radiology technologist, and when COVID first came out, I thought we were supposed to sanitize everything in the department, and I thought those sanitizing wipes were okay for everything in the department as well. Well, I sanitized the control monitor, and I killed the machine.
Oh!
Luckily, I didn't kill the entire X-ray unit, just the monitor, but we couldn't take X-rays on the machine for approximately 1 week. Yes, I effed up.
Well, that's like our computers here. That's why we have these lovely signs that say, do not clean these over our computers.
Is that why we have that?
Yeah, because if you clean them, it messes up the whole computer.
I didn't know that.
It's
I
also
really
touch screen, and they can fire things off.
Oh.
Yeah.
I totally didn't know that about these screens. I just assumed you could clean them with...
I just don't clean things. So I was just like looking at them like, don't tell them. You don't need to tell me something I'm not going to do anyway.
Well, that is well, if you do have touch screens that people share, and back in the day when we were sanitizing everything, what do you do? How do you sanitize them then?
Well, I think we can.
Gloves on your fingers. There's little finger condoms.
There you go.
That's it. I knew Steve would come up with it.
Finger condoms.
206
I'm a solutions-based kind of guy.
Yeah.
I didn't say they're good solutions, but they are solutions.
That's true. I mean, you know what? If somebody's looking for an answer, it's not the right one, but you're going to get answers.
What are we supposed to do? Put a finger rubber on and leave me alone.
Finger rubber. Yeah, that's a good term. We see if we get the military base to start using that as the duress word.
Finger rubber.
Finger rubber. Let's go to Tim and Kent.
And Vicky's Googling finger rubber.
Don't do it. Don't, Vicky.
She did it. It brought up exactly what we need.
Why?
Finger rubbers.
There's two different ones. There's the ones that look like the condoms, and then there's the other ones that are the thicker ones for like when you're counting money or paper.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
there's
those.
two
The
different
ribbed ones.
And they actually call them finger rubbers.
Well, rubber finger protection.
Okay, that's a lot better than finger rubber.
Well, I mean,
I like Steve's
tomato,
version.
tomato.
I don't know. A finger rubber, I think if you went to Urban Dictionary, that would be all about a different.
Not doing it.
It wouldn't be about a tomato. That's for sure. Hey, let's go to Tim and Kent. He's here. Tim, you're on the rock.
I feel like rubber finger makes you think you're going to have a finger that's like made of rubber.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah. Am I here? I wish I wasn't, but yes, Tim, I am here. What do you got for us, brother?
So it wasn't something I messed up. I actually was in Hawaii just for the weekend when they accidentally sent out the intercontinental ballistic missile threat.
Oh my God, no! I mean, you're on Hawaii.
Yeah,
There's nowhere to go. You can't. I mean, there's no way you're going to get out of there.
Yeah, man. We're on an island, right?
Oh,
so
man.
legitimately, it's 8 in the morning, and I get an emergency alert just like you would get like an alert like somebody's missing, right? Or there's a vehicle. So, and it says ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill.
That's ICBM. I mean, I would ICBM my pants at that point.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
wow.
It was at least 45 minutes until they actually sent out an alert that was like, this was a mistake. So my wife and I were in our hotel and we're freaking out, and she's calling people, calling family, like, hey, there's a missile coming, and, I love you. I don't know what's going to happen.
Wow.
I was about to say.
Intense. Yeah.
That's so surreal to think like you have that, like you're like, okay, there's this 45 to an hour or minute window of potentially the world ending for us. What do you do during that time?
Yeah, I was thinking.
at the time.
What's that?
Yeah, like so my dad, he's former military, so I immediately called him, and I was like, what's going on? Like, for one, they didn't even know I was in Hawaii because it was just a random trip we went on, and I was just like, yeah, hey, I'm here. There's a missile coming. Like, what's going on? Well, I'm kind of freaking out. And he's like, well, I don't see any, like, news coverage. If something like this was going to happen, then they'd, like, be alerting people immediately in the military. But I see nothing. I hear nothing. He's current fire department down in Alabama. And so he's still in Alabama National Guard as well. So he's still connected to military as well. But, yeah, man, it was crazy. We're all just kind of huddled up. All the people in the hotel were in the stairwell just kind of thinking about what to do. I mean, there was all levels of anxiety and freaking out.
Yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't be like, would I take take my favorite alcoholic beverage and go to the beach and at least go, let me go out this way, man.
That's what I was going to say. Were people hitting the bar and doing like shots at least? I mean,
yeah, wow. Oh,
yeah, so
man.
that was the thing. So I was with my in-laws there, too. They were in a separate hotel just a little bit farther down. And their hotel is a little bit nicer, so everybody was just kind of walking around with their drink and their jammies, just like, oh, what's going on? And in our hotel, we had people like talking about storming the mailroom with their vehicles and trying to like, I don't know, they're trying to seek shelter. And
wow,
yeah, it was intense.
Did you try and maybe make amends with some people in those 45 calls? So you're like, look, I'm sorry, I called you a D-bag back in 1979 or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
how much time do you have?
You've got a few active contritions you got to catch up on.
Would you try and maybe make love with your significant other one last time?
Oh, there you go.
I was thinking, would that be the hall pass time?
What, to bang like the receptionist?
Yeah, I was wondering, how would you respond if your significant other said to you, "We're going to die"? Well, you know what? I've been talking to Julio over there, and he's been playing well for the Mariners, and he happens to be in Hawaii, so I'm going to do the hall pass thing.
What a massive jump to all of a sudden having sex with a pro baseball player. I'm thinking, maybe you have sex with the person at the
I want my wife. If my wife is going to die and she has a hall pass, I want it to be with someone who's a success. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So there you go.
See, I'm thinking you have sex with each other.
Oh, well, what are you?
One last romantic.
You're so vanilla.
Oh, jeez.
And when I call you vanilla, that's a real bad insult.
I was saying, let's go to the beach and do it.
Oh, look at you.
I don't know, though. I don't know if I could get I think I'd have a hard time performing.
Yeah, you would.
You know what I mean?
You wouldn't actually have a hard time performing.
Knowing that something's coming towards us.
I'm with you, buddy. It's like, I don't know if I could get I think I'd be too busy crying.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to make phone calls. I mean, I know you'd have to.
I'd have to call my kids and tell them not to mess life up. I mean,
oh, wow. That's the last thing you're going to say.
Don't mess life up.
I love you. Yeah. It's been a nice ride.
Yeah, they know. I think they know what I think about them. I don't have to tell them.
Don't mess your life up.
Are you sure? You want to
have them know? I'd be like, you know what? Just do what you got to do. Just don't mess life up, okay? All right? There you
do
go.
whatever.
Do whatever.
I want to sit on the beach at least.
I would at least tell my son.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to say this for a long time. Please stop thinking you're a good basketball player. I think I would. That would
say that to him even when the world's not coming to an end.
I know, but I want him to really know it's from the
heart. But now he really means it.
Yeah, there you go. And I think you know what, I call J-Rubs and go, I'm so sorry that you're going to be the only one that has to deal with my daughter. Sorry.
Jeez.
It would be heartwarming.
At least they won't miss you. You've set it up so they won't miss you.
Yeah, I don't want them to be disappointed. Right. I want it to be a celebration.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Thank God this guy's gone.
Yeah, see, it'll be a celebration. Hey, imagine this. Imagine working at a bar and getting a $4,000 tip. This did happen to one woman, and you're going to hear from her at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Usually with my office, we do a flat fee that includes all your court costs, filing fees, credit counseling, credit reports, in one cost. In Chapter 13 cases, that usually starts at about $900. With Chapter 7 cases, so total costs, including all your court costs, attorney fees, is usually about $1,500. We offer payment plans on Chapter 7, so you can start a file with my office for as little as $200. You can send your creditor calls to us. We'll take your creditor calls while you gather up your information and make payments on the rest of the fees. With Chapter 13 cases, we can make payment arrangements in most cases as well and get your case filed even sooner in a Chapter 13 case because of the reorganization aspect to it.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Share the love this Valentine's Day at Hand & Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Buy a massage or facial gift card and get an upgrade with the gift card free, a $20 value. Enjoy the tranquility of their massage services and the rejuvenating glow their facial services provide. Visit any of their 8 Seattle Hand & Stone locations or search for the location near you or visit online for an exclusive online-only gift card special. Restrictions apply. See spa for more details.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey moms, you can earn up to $85,000 as a surrogate with Sensible Surrogacy. Being a sensible surrogate is an amazing act. You care for a developing baby whose genetic parents can't carry it themselves. Surrogates transform so many lives. The baby that you care for, the family that you help create, plus your own family will benefit from up to $85,000 in cash and benefits. Be a sensible surrogate. Learn more at sensiblesurrogates.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Now, here's a story that I like, because it may have been a celebrity that did this.
Okay.
I'll tell you who didn't do this, okay? Somebody left a bartender a $4,000 tip.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, it was not The Rock that did it.
It doesn't matter what you...
And do you know how I know it wasn't The Rock? Because it didn't show up on his Instagram page, so I know he didn't do it.
Oh, what if now this is his new thing?
That's no way this is his new thing.
Yeah, he heard you complaining and was like, you know what? That BJ guy has a point.
Yeah.
I'm going to just start doing good deeds.
Yeah, that's not him.
Yep.
Yeah, totally. Texas bartender left a $4,000 tip from two people that she never met before. And here is Chelsea talking about how it happened and how grateful she is.
I live paycheck to paycheck. I don't have extra money right now. Two random girls came into the bar, never seen them before. She ordered the whole house around, started off with $1,000 tip. So I started crying. She's like, no, that's not good enough. So she raised it to like $1,500. She looks at her friend and says, no, that's not good enough. Raised it to $2,000. And she left me a $4,000 tip. She is a gift from God.
Wow. Well, I hope she's got the money. You know, sometimes when you're drinking and you want to do good things.
Oh, no.
And next thing you know, you have no money left in your checking account.
I got to imagine she's got the money to be able to pull something like that off.
You're right, man.
They had to run the card.
Well, yeah, you can run any card you want. I mean, $4,000. A lot of people have that as a credit, at least that much in their credit. But then, what if that's all they have?
Well, that's their problem.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
You know what? This is a valuable lesson about not getting drunk and spending your money all willy nilly.
Yeah, as a guy that may have given his ATM card to the wrong stripper. Yeah,
May have. We've confirmed it yesterday.
I don't know.
Oh,
what
look
you're
at
talking
that!
about.
I'm on Instagram, on The Rock's Instagram. He dressed as a woman and he was handing out tips to people. This is a thing he's doing now.
I would actually, if he did that, if he Mrs. Doubtfired his way to charity, I think I would probably maybe be on the other side of this.
He'd win you back over.
Yeah, if he basically.
Imagine The Rock all swollen. He's wearing like a dress and he goes in there with a wig.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm not The Rock.
I'm not The Rock. It doesn't matter how I dress.
Mrs. Rockfire.
Yeah, Mrs. Rockfire.
Mrs. Rockfire for the win.
Apparently, the person that gave the tip had received an inheritance and wanted to kind of give something to a stranger.
That's pretty cool.
That is really awesome.
I wish I was that stranger.
I wish I had that inheritance.
I guess that's actually better than being just a stranger.
Yeah, you may.
You know what? I'm thinking checkers. You're thinking chess.
I want to take Steve with me when we find that magic bottle because I know that I'm going to get the good wish. Steve's going to go. Oh, you know what I would like?
I'm a short-term kind of guy.
I'd like some goalie pads, Mr. Genie.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
That
What a cool feeling to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I get excited when I give more than 20%. I'm like, yeah, this feels good. Like
I thought I was a baller giving 40% last week.
Where'd you give 40%?
At a restaurant.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I thought, hey, look at
was
me.
Was it pole position? Next to Foxes and...
Hell yeah.
No?
Great burgers there.
No, because I went with a bunch of old ladies and relatives. How great would that be?
So the doghouse next to Kittens.
Yeah, exactly.
Got you.
Yeah, let's go to pole position, Grandma.
It's a sports bar.
I'm sure it is.
Pole position, like, racing.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, let's go to the Tilted Kilt in Chicago, Granny. You'll love it.
There you go.
That would be a great choice.
Yes, it would be.
Tilted Kilt is awesome.
Yeah, I'd tip them 40%. I tell you.
Yeah,
I tell you.
Wow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you make sure you put on some sunscreen to avoid that creep factor that's out there.
So, was there a specific reason why you went 40%? Was the service that good?
Well,
or are you trying to impress the old ladies you were with?
A little bit of everything. I mean, I can't argue with you, but I thought, this is my chance because you know what? Whenever it was my wife's family, and we're not around a lot, and so I really felt like, I think at least, my wife wants to try to do something nice for the family that ends up doing a lot of stuff for her mom because we're so far away. So that was, so I thought, well, let me make sure we get good service, and usually if you give a nice tip, you get good service.
So did you tip before the service?
Well, that's how you do,
Okay, I was just checking to make sure. And did you tell all the family members, hey, I just tipped a bunch, look at me and my wallet?
I usually go, look, I'll be right back. I do the BRB, and then I go find the server and go, look, here's the thing. I mean, I know we're going to be probably this amount of money, because I looked at the menu, figured, all right, there's a bunch of us. Plus, I know me, I'm the dessert guy. I'll order a bunch of desserts. So I said, look, I want to let you know that you're, right now, you can run my card or however you want to do it, but I'm going to do this because it was short staff.
I would be nervous if I was like a wait staff. I'd be like, what am I about to walk in with? Like, if this guy's willing to pay me ahead of time, this must be just the worst table ever I'm about to embark on.
Either that, or I was going to say, has that ever backfired? Because I think you've done it before. Has that ever backfired
People get nervous.
on you?
They do, like Steve said, people get nervous, and I'm just because it is because I see them. Steve, as soon as a big table comes in, I feel like for a server, they go, "Here we go." It's going to be a big table. And I think the worst thing in the world is like, will they tip me appropriately? Like, I'm going to be doing a lot of work over here, and I could tell this place was understaffed. You can tell these days. You walk into a restaurant, like they just don't have the people they're supposed to have. So I felt like, if I go up there, I'll try it. But you're right, Danny. It's backfired, and I'm like, I don't want it to backfire. Somebody got mad at me for doing that at a place.
Who got mad at you? The server?
The server was like, you shouldn't do that. I go, what do you mean I shouldn't do that? I can do what I want. I mean, why wouldn't I?
But sir, I'm about to give you awful service. This is not a good idea.
Now you're raising the expectations.
She was visibly distressed, and I'm like, look, I just want you to know there's a bunch of us loud idiots, and, I just want you to know that we're going to make this worth your while, and also, I feel like it sets the tone that somebody at the table is at least going to be a nice person. Because sometimes you don't know when a bunch of idiots walk into a place. And, look, there's two worst kind of customers, I think. That is a bunch of young people who are looking like they just want to drink and party, taking a giant set of tables, or old people that are miserable and just complain about everything.
And they're going to be there forever.
Yeah, and so I had a bunch of old people that
But I don't know if I was a server, and I think it's cool you did it. I'm not like trying to give you out. But like, if someone gave that to me, I wouldn't think this is going to be a nice guy and a nice experience. I almost would think there's two things. Either A, I'm about to walk into a firestorm of just pure like chaos because why else are you giving me this money ahead of time? Or you're like, I'm a jerk, but I'm going to give you money up front.
Wow. I mean, I can't fault you for thinking that way. My intent and what you take. See, that's why the world's a tough place.
It's a tough thing to navigate.
You don't know what to do. And Vicky, you used to be in the business, so what if I'm a guy and I want to tell somebody like you, look, this is going to be a good night for you financially, and I want you to know I'm going to appreciate what you're doing here. That's what the message I want to send is like, right. I get you're working your butt off, and I'm going to make sure that somebody at this table is nice to you.
See, it's interesting because I've seen you do this before, so in my head it makes sense. And I've even done it before, just when I was drunk, I wanted to feel like a big shot once. But I'm trying to think, like, if I never heard of this before, I feel like I'd be a little like, what is he expecting after the service? Like,
right. Like if you want people to think like it's going to be a nice experience, how about just be nice to the table as the server as they come throughout the night and give you stuff? Like, just be nice from the get-go.
Or, like, I think there was one time either I phrased it or you phrased it like this, where it's like, hey, you know what, we're going to be drinking, and just in case, things get messed up, I want to make sure we tip you in case we get drunk and forget to tip you.
Oh, yeah, I had done that before.
Like that.
That's a good line?
Then I'm going to think you're going to dine and dash.
No, be like, I want to make sure you get tips.
But what do you care? You already got your tip.
You know what? There's no way they can please Steve.
There's
really
some restaurants that'll take the money out of your damn out of your own account of this.
So I don't know how any of this works. So.
I think if you have Steve as a server, throw a glass of water in his face, and he'll go, okay, good.
Just be
I know
nice
what to expect.
Well, here's the problem. Ahead of time.
Here's my problem. I know how to be nice. I'm just worried about the rest of the idiots.
I don't know about that.
Oh, really? When have you seen me not be nice at a table at a restaurant? I'm always nice.
BJ's always nice.
You're drunk.
You don't mess with anybody who is handling your food.
Right.
That's the golden rule.
That's the only reason. Not because I'm a nice guy. I'm just I don't want my food to have fluids in it.
Or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? I mean, the next thing you know is, look, it's ratatouille. He didn't make it, but he's in my plate.
Yeah, but like Vicky brought up, do you think like if it's a female server, do you think that she thinks that you think that she's like going to give you some action?
I know, and I do look like an old guy that can't score. We've proven this in Vegas since everybody targets me for prostitution.
Right.
You guys
we've
have
heard
seen
that before. I think we talked about it where like certain escort type behavior happens at a restaurant where like you get. Basically, you're tipping them because later on you guys are going to like do it or something.
Wow, that's a thing?
Yes.
Man, I had no idea.
So just phrase it that way. Like, you know what? I'm old. I might forget, or we're drunk and rowdy. I want to make sure we don't forget because I like tipping cash or whatever it is.
I'm not trying to have sex with you.
Yeah, make sure you preface that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the. I'm sure that'll. Just
that
want you to
weird.
know. And should I say? Because look, I wouldn't have sex with somebody like you. Is that a good thing? Just so she knows.
Yes.
Just be like, hey, come with me for a second. And be like, here's $100. I'm not trying to have sex with you. This is just like. This is just so to let you know that I'm a nice guy.
Okay, can you look at his face right now?
Nope.
I would immediately go, this guy's going to violate me right here in this hallway.
Yeah,
The conversation is violating.
Yeah, I mean, and the look on his face. Hey, come here, sweetheart.
Hey, come follow me for a second.
Come follow me in this dark area.
You guys got somewhere quiet that we can talk?
Yeah, listen. I got $100 and I got an Applebee's gift card. So what do you say? You and
Applebee's.
me. Yeah.
I do notice that my tipping has gone up. And I always believe at least 20%, but I notice that now with Tatum. If we go out to eat with Tatum, I'm definitely tipping more.
Yeah.
Not that she's a terror. Like, she's really good in restaurants, but like, she's not very she doesn't always, the food doesn't always get to her mouth. Like, she likes to use a fork.
Oh, she's like her father.
Yes, but worse. Okay. So she's got like the fork, and she'll be like, I'm going to pick up this rice. But by the time the fork gets to the mouth, there's no more rice on the fork.
There's like 3 grains of rice on that fork.
And now there's rice everywhere. And I'm trying to clean up. But, I'm not going to clean up the floor.
No.
Oh, look at you. You know what? You have standards.
At least for me, as somebody who was a server for a very long time, I didn't mind when kids, they're trying to eat. They're going to make a mess. That's totally fine. I hated it when parents didn't care what their 10, 11-year-olds were doing. I had one table where these kids were running around to other tables, unscrewing the pepper and pouring it into their drinks.
No.
So pepper's on the floor. I'm like,
why?
Why do they let their 10, 11, 12 years old? I'm like, what are you doing?
We did that when we were in high school, though. So
yeah, I would have been pissed. You're like, get out. Just
I
get
once
out
shoved
of
a
the
chicken wing in the salt shaker.
Oh, yeah.
I was a kid.
What?
Okay, see, Vicky,
The bone.
you're talking in the wrong group here.
Still.
You're going to get no empathy from these two geniuses, who are the truants of the table.
I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Forget it.
We used to do the thing where you would get the salt shaker and unscrew it and then put a piece of napkin and then put pepper on it so that way when somebody would go and use the salt, pepper would come out instead. And they're like, what? And it was great.
Yeah, but you were never there to witness this chaos.
Oh, we would stay around.
Oh, you would?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. We put it back at other tables.
All right, then that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. Boy,
Get out of my restaurant.
Yeah.
No.
Did you at least tip in advance to let them know that you're a nice guy?
Yeah, you should let them know you're a nice
Steve,
guy.
we were 16 years old. We didn't tip at all.
Nah.
You didn't do, yeah.
I feel like you and Steve need to make up for everything you did when you were younger. Oh, yeah? You don't think so?
I feel like Steve's, tipping, more so now. So I feel like you're on the right path. Danny, tip more.
Okay.
That's not going to happen, Vicky. I've been out with Danny. Danny still does all those tricks, by the way, and I look at him and go, no, you're not, Danny, get back to our table. Well, I know we're talking about, tipping and food and everything, which is unusual, which is why we're going to change the subject and ask you, what do you think was voted as the most craveable fast food burger?
And let the fighting begin.
Yes. I'll tell you at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. All right, we have a list. And you're probably going to disagree with this list.
Uh-oh.
But here it is. It's a list of the most craveable fast food burgers. Ooh. So again, there's a lot of great burger restaurants, but I think you have to remember the term is fast food.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's.
I think Steve and I are going to have the same one.
Oh,
I feel like, I feel like, and you know what, guys? I think you guys are going to be very, very happy with your choice.
Oh.
So I know what it's going to be. We got number one, and I feel like Steven.
I'm starting to feel it, Rev. I'm starting to feel your energy and your mojo.
All right.
And
Whopper.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
100%.
That totally surprises me.
Oh, really?
I did not expect it, but they don't actually. This is so bizarre.
What do you expect?
Yeah, what did you think they were going to go with?
Well, I will tell you momentarily when I tell you number one, and I think you guys would agree because of your previous actions. But Burger King was voted number 3. But then Burger King has a lot of things, but I would assume it's the Whopper.
Well, the Whopper is like that's their Julio Rodriguez hamburgers.
So, it's the fact that it's flame broiled. That it's flame broiled and you can smell it from like a mile away.
See, I thought so. We're doing a full restaurant. I thought we were talking about a specific.
Danny,
burger.
I'm with you because the thing says most craveable fast food burgers. So the idea that they answer Burger King to me is like you've already blown your whole list because Burger King is not a burger.
Yeah, that's a whole
it's got
chain.
multiple types of burgers.
Yeah, so I don't
like if I went with Jack in the Box, which would be a good number 2 for me. But,
solid, yeah.
But I mean, it could be Jumbo Jack or it could be the Sourdough Jack.
Yeah, they have a lot of different kinds of burgers.
I'm going to change it because the way they wrote this is wrong. What is the most craveable fast food burger company?
Gotcha.
Because as I look at this list, it's all companies. And by the way, one of these on the list is not even a fast food joint, in my opinion. So they don't even know what they're talking
Robin?
about. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, it's
they
not
got great burgers.
They do.
But they're not fast food.
I love that Whiskey River burger.
Yeah, but that's not fast food.
No, well
they're pretty quick.
It's quick, but it's,
don't you have to drive through to be fast food?
As we've established on this show, yes.
Yeah. At least for us, our rule is you need to have a drive-through.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. See,
that's not fast food.
Whoever did this list is an idiot. I mean, because they don't even know how to do lists.
They don't even know how to. You don't even know how to do lists.
Yeah, I mean, Burger King is the as opposed to saying the Whopper, which I think we all look. The fact that Burger King is number 3, I'm assuming, is because the Whopper's so good.
It says it's the only full-service chain in the top 10. And then they said they're known for their variety of specialty burgers, such as their A1 peppercorn burger and, like the Rev mentioned, the Whiskey River barbecue burger.
It's so good.
Don't get me wrong, Red Robin's fantastic. They're just not fast food, so it's
that's why I'm going to put down what I like.
Dining.
Yeah, it's great.
I'll put down what I like. Then that's going to be a burger at a great place. It's not fast food because people can't even follow a list. I hate this list already.
Qdoba
has burgers?
According to
why not, Steve? Qdoba.
LawInsider.com, which I hate that I'm going to have to agree with BJ here. It says a restaurant whose business is primarily related to takeout food, but I feel like people go in more often than they do takeout at Red Robin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean,
you can't really take advantage of the bottomless fries if you do takeout.
I mean, they will ask you if you do the online ordering, like, do you want extra?
Yeah,
they
a little
will load
extra,
it up,
but it's not bottomless.
It's not the same.
It's not Five Guys by any means. Five Guys just gives you like an extra bag of fries.
Order a small at Five Guys and you'll still get an entire bag of French fries.
It's fantastic.
I'd put them in a craveable burger too.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
Red Robin, Five Guys, I think is number 10 on the list. Good job. Yeah.
Free peanuts, French fries, burgers.
All right.
Cajun seasoning.
I know
on
what
those
it's going to
fries.
be, and you guys are all going to hate it. In-N-Out burger.
In-N-Out, actually, at number 6.
It's not the greatest burger.
It's the greatest burger of all time.
It's overrated.
No, but
it's still good, but it's over. I've been there a couple times, man.
Danny's
times. I stopped there on the way to go wrestle, or on the way back from wrestling in Eugene, man, and it's fine.
It's delicious.
It absolutely is. But I don't think it's better than a Whopper.
I don't know.
They're number 1 and number 2 for me, interchangeable.
All right, well, you guys you're high because of Dick's Deluxe is. I mean, I know it's not national, but Dick's Deluxe is so much better than In-N-Out.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree on every level.
Yeah,
fries.
No.
And I was just at Crossroads and saw the new Dick's location at Crossroads in Bellevue. I was very excited. Yeah.
Let me think.
So good. Yeah. So number 1, Steve, Rev, think about us traveling.
Oh, White Castle.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1.
Because it comes in a suitcase.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want, or briefcase, whatever? It's still gigantic. It's like 18 burgers, and it was hilarious that we got it.
Fun fact, I still have never tried a White Castle burger. I saw one, because they have them in Phoenix now, which blew my mind, because I thought that was only like a Midwest thing, and I saw them in Phoenix, and I was like, I need to go there, and then I forgot.
It's definitely like when you're not sober, It's the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's grease. It's just, I mean, it's cheese and grease and
they're teeny tiny.
So you can eat a bunch of them and not, well, you're drunk. You don't feel bad after eating them until the next morning when you're farting nonstop.
Yeah. Yeah, then you realize what you've done.
Chicago boys.
And your farts smell like White Castle. It's weird.
Yeah, it's not.
Why do I crave burgers? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there's an image.
Dude,
there's a picture.
I even like their microwavable ones. Remember when we had that old Avanti Market? Like,
right.
The little convenience shop inside of our workplace.
Yeah.
And they had in the little freezer there. They'd always had the White Castle burgers. At least once a week I would microwave some and they were delicious.
The only time I ever had a microwave one was when we got snowed in here one time and I had to get a hotel room and it was just the old Alfie's. They had them there, so I got that and like a big old can of like Miller Lite or something stupid, and it was just like, here's my party.
I think they even make plant-based ones now at White Castle.
Well, hey, look at you. You're ready to rock. Look at your life.
Dude, I got to make those adjustments.
Well, we got this list of the top 10 most craveable burgers from the top 10 companies.
They got Impossible sliders, BJ.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. Impossible's good, man.
I'm going to make it possible.
Yeah, I'll join you in that because I'll feel like at least I'm not doing too much beef.
Can we get a suitcase of those?
I have no problem with it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Have you guys heard of a company called Crystal? I guess they serve mini burgers too. They're mostly in the South, but they're the number 2 most craveable.
Yeah, I've heard of them because
Crystals?
they've done with a K.
Oh,
they've done like food eating competitions before, and I've seen them, and they've got smaller burgers as well.
Their burgers look just like White Castle burgers.
Yeah, 100%.
I think they use the same buns.
Nothing wrong with that. Those buns are good.
They got party tots.
Oh, nothing wrong with that.
Party tots?
With a name
I
like
have
Crystals.
no disagreement.
With a name like Crystals, you probably get a dance with it too. So.
Right? Party tots does sound like a gentleman's club.
Exactly.
What about
get the parting tots at Crystals?
check out the glaze bombs?
What the heck? That I don't want to have at a gentleman's club.
It's basically a donut hole.
Oh.
I like the name glaze bomb, though.
Timbit.
I'll take the glaze bomb anytime.
Glaze bombs. That's pretty awesome.
All right, Crystal, you're a winner. Somebody get a Crystal up here quick.
Yeah, it looks delicious.
Yeah.
They even have milkshakes, BJ.
Oh, they bring those to the yard. Perfect.
They have Reese's ones.
Oh. So we've got White Castle, Crystal, Burger King, the top. So far, those are the top 3 companies that people crave burgers from. How about number 4? We still have some around here. Whataburger?
Oh, Whataburger's fantastic.
I don't think we have one here.
I don't think
it's
so.
in
we
Texas.
don't?
It's in
Yeah.
Texas.
And New Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah, we never had one here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you
I
thinking
must-
Shake Shack? Or Burger Master?
Yeah, really. There's so many to think of. Maybe Fat Burger is what I'm thinking of.
I don't think we had a Whataburger.
We did have Fat Burger.
Yeah, we had Fat Burger here.
Yeah. Whataburger's fantastic. They have like it's just a decent burger. I don't know how to explain it other than that. And they have shakes and fries.
They're popular in Texas. I know that.
Super popular.
When I went for Mania, everyone's like, "You going to Whataburger?"
I mean, okay, you don't need to necessarily make the trek out for it, but if you're near one, it's delicious.
Yeah, where do you put it on the In-N-Out scale?
Oh, once again, In-N-Out is number 1, so it's fine.
So clearly it's below that.
So in other words, it's better is what I'm going to go with.
Mm-hmm.
Smash Burger, never heard of them.
I have heard of them, and I've always wanted to eat it because I just love the name, but I've never had a smash burger.
All right, that's number 5.
I've had a smash burger from a local place, and literally it's just a burger that you smash.
Where are they?
I have no idea where the actual stores are.
Dude, they have a cheesy caramelized onion smash. It just looks like they just put everything on this.
Yeah, and then just smush it down so it is just like it sticks out everywhere.
Somebody took an Arby's and decided to make burgers and Arby's together. From at least the picture I saw, it looked like there was deli meats on there.
It did have that kind of a look.
Wow. All right. Where are they mostly located, Vic?
Looks like the Denver. Yeah, one.
Oh, friggin' Colorado.
I don't want to go to Colorado.
That's right.
There's one in Richfield. There's one in Richfield, Washington, apparently.
Where the hell is Richfield?
Down south by Vancouver and Portland.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That means if I'm going down south to go to like the beaches or something like that, maybe I can. Okay.
There you go. Make a little pit stop to Smash Burger.
Got nothing wrong with that.
And if you're bringing your wife, then after that you go to Smash Town.
Yeah. I'm sure after having a bunch of smash burgers,
you're going to want to eat. Yeah.
I'll be Smash Town ready.
All right, maybe Smash Town first, and then afterwards go get a Smash Burger.
Now
there
you're
you
talking.
go. Yep.
After the nap.
In-N-Out came in at number 6 because, people are high. Carl's.
Dude, in all fair, dude, I see people getting all mad at me, like, how dare you say that a Whopper's better than In-N-Out? Shame on you. And I'm like, I do like the In-N-Out burger.
They're the best burger, I know.
Sorry for liking what you like, Steve. You should get out of here.
But I mean, I'm not saying I hate it. I'm
It's
not
overrated.
saying it's trash. I'm just saying that there's better burgers out there.
It is. It maybe because there was so much hype, but I'm telling you, you know what? I go to California a lot. I do not stop for In-N-Out when I'm down there. You know, because I'm visiting my wife down there, so there's plenty of In-N-Outs that I could go to. And it's something I never.
Taste, BJ, it's fine.
I mean, I'll tell you where I go. I go to Mendocino Farms, which, by the way, a Hollywood celeb that was posted on Facebook. He tweeted. He got back to me only because I said I love. He took a picture and says, "Having my lunch with my son." And I'm like, dude, and what do I comment on? Dude, I love Mendocino Farms. And dude, it's the greatest place ever. It's an awesome sandwich place. I would rather go there.
Why did you just name the person? Why'd you just refer to the person as a Hollywood celeb?
Because I don't want to be a super name dropper.
So you refer to I was chatting with this Hollywood celebrity and he wrote me back.
It's basically but he only wrote me back because of the Mendocino Farms, not because, hey, I love your work or whatever. Because I thought it's funny that the only reason he tweeted me back was because I said something about because other people were on the feed going, dude, you look good, love your movies, love this, love that. I just said, dude, I love Mendocino Farms, and this person went back and goes, dude, isn't that place legit? I mean, I thought it was.
It's nice that you're respecting his privacy.
Yeah, that's all.
Or her privacy.
And I don't want to be like name dropper Nikki, but plus it's Facebook. Any moron can sit there and go. But I was just, I thought it was funny that the one way the Hollywood celeb engaged with me was I said the sandwich place because it's so good.
Dear Hollywood celeb, would you like to have a burger with me?
Well, hey, if it was The Rock that did that, you'd be telling us.
I would tell you, I don't have a problem saying it.
Yeah, well, I like to give people their privacy.
Was it Lawrence Fishburne?
It was Lawrence Fishburne. You knew it. Carl's Jr. number 7. Red Robber came in at number 8, even though it's not a fast food place. And you brought up Shake Shack, which is a good joint. And
I'm still stuck on the whole Hollywood celebrity thing, and a lot of texters are also very disappointed.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Well, I don't understand why you can't just tell us who it is.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, it could be part memory.
You don't remember?
Look, I read a lot of stuff on Facebook, and there's a lot of Hollywood celebs that are on Facebook, and I don't want to sit there and say the wrong name and it isn't the right person. What do you want me to tell you? I mean,
you say a name, and if we find out that person's vegan, so everyone's like, he's a liar.
Yeah, I know. That's why I always.
You know what it is? It is The Rock, and he just doesn't want to give him any more publicity.
Yeah, right.
I think that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the headline of the story is that a restaurant that's good is what somebody really will bond over, as opposed to, hey, I love whatever you did on that show you were on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that, but it just seemed it was just so random. Like Hollywood celeb.
But I just say some California person. What do you want me to tell you? I wish I could remember, but I can't accurately tell you
was
which
it Kaley Cuoco?
No, it wasn't.
He would absolutely remember.
I would remember Kaley Cuoco.
Yeah.
It was a rando dude with his rando kid. And that's the other reason. It was a father-son moment. I feel like it's invading to go.
Well, you commented on a public post.
Yeah, but I mean,
what privacy are you hiding?
I just feel like,
You sure at the time you met, what was it, Samuel L. Jackson at a bookstore?
No, it was Larry Fishburne.
That was Lawrence Fishburne.
Damn it.
Unbelievable.
Which you already mentioned
Jackson is really so pissed at you. How about, is Sam on the phone right now going,
oh my gosh, yeah, exactly right.
Understand that I am not Lawrence Fishburne.
Damn it. Here I am. I brought up Lawrence Fishburne earlier, and I'm like, no, it wasn't Lawrence Fishburne, it was Samuel L. Jackson. I still screwed it up.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
You tried.
Someone said, was it a porn star, and you're just embarrassed to say it?
Oh. Well, especially because it was Peter North. Yeah. I mean, it was,
wow, he came back from the dead?
He came back from the dead because he loved this sandwich restaurant so much.
Wow.
Yeah. And he's on Facebook.
Yeah, and he's eating burgers. Zombies on burgers.
Can you give me a name of a porn star that's actually alive? Because I don't know anybody in the business.
Yeah, what about like Stoya?
Well, Stoya's not a guy. I wanted to throw a guy name.
Oh, was that James Dean guy?
No, we don't like him. Tommy Pistol.
Tommy Pistol.
Thank you. I had to go to the expert of the show to be able to help me.
I love Tommy Pistol. He's hilarious and sexy.
Okay,
and he's got a dad bod.
Alrighty. Well, hey, listen. Then he's going to be my favorite guy because I have kind of a dad bod.
Is that his birth given name or is that his stage name?
No, definitely. That's what it says on his birth certificate. That's what he was christened under.
I'm
right?
sure his parents said, let's give him a name that will get him into the right industry.
Wouldn't it be funny if his actual name was like Max Johnson?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I can't use that.
I can't use
You
Max
absolutely
Johnson.
can, sir.
No, it's got to be Tommy Pistol.
Oh, he was Pee-wee and Pee-wee's Triple X Adventure.
Yeah.
What?
He does a lot of the spoofed stuff, too.
All right, Tommy Pistol.
Oh, that sounds an interesting.
Quick question.
Yes?
Both of you said that Peter North has died.
I didn't. He did.
He's still alive, according to Wikipedia.
Oh, good news.
Yeah.
Good news.
He's 65.
All right. See, so he's my guy.
He's got, in 5 years, he needs to come out of retirement.
Apparently he does. I was like,
is he still doing stuff?
No, it's
wow, he is alive. I thought he was dead.
I just assumed he was dead.
Yeah,
Why would you assume it? Just because you haven't seen his penis in a while?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. I mean, I think that was it.
No, it was a terrible typecasting of just assuming that a porn star from those days eventually will die.
Happily married to Nadia North.
Who I'd imagine was once
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. She was probably Nadia Pistol at one time, and then decided, had to take the North name. Yeah.
Wow, Peter North is still going.
Yeah.
I wonder what he does.
Oh, I know what he does. I mean, I don't think I have to wonder.
What's a day in the life of Peter? Why do we not have a documentary about Peter North?
We should.
Vice needs to make that.
You know what? You didn't even know he was alive. He probably does have a documentary, and you just don't know about that either.
And that would be the whole purpose of the documentary. Everybody thinks I'm dead.
You're a horrible Peter North fan. At least I felt like he was still alive and took his name. I'm now the new Peter North. I'm a better Peter North fan than you.
Yeah, I'm more of a Tommy Pistol guy anyway.
Oh, really? You just found out about him today.
Welcome.
Yeah.
I was 8 years old when I found out I was a big fan of Tommy Pistol. Apparently.
And if you were tuning in to find out about the best fast food craving burger places, I'm sorry. It's now who's got the better Peter North.
Steve, your dreams can come true. Peter North is on Cameo.
Oh, there it is.
Wow. How much is it? If he's not charging $69, he's doing it wrong.
Good point.
How much is he charging?
Personal use, $65.
Oh.
With tax.
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, he's 65. That's why he's 65.
Oh, you think that's what it is? He was like, I'm going to charge a Cameo for every year I've been on the planet.
Like, Peter, what are you going to charge for your cameos? I don't know.
How old am I? All right, that's a good price. All right, well.
I know what I'm going to do today.
I don't know.
Peter North cameo video.
Who do you get that cameo for? Like for your buddies? Like the guy you want to prank? Your parents. Because they don't know who it is, and it's just a great joke as Peter North is on, hey, let's everyone gather around. I got a little message. Let's throw it on the TV. And then there's Peter North, and only the ones snickering are the ones that know who he is.
So I said, wait, Peter North died? No, we thought he was dead.
No,
He's still alive.
Steve, for some reason, thinks if you haven't done a porn movie in a while, you're dead.
Too.
Yeah, I totally did. So quick.
Yeah, the two of you I go to for all the information, yes.
John Holmes.
Oh, that was the dead one.
Are you sure?
Right? No, I'm not sure.
Do you want to just continue to name names of people you think are dead and be wrong?
Yeah. He died in 88. Okay, that was the one I was thinking about.
He died in 88. Well,
we're safe now.
There's some relevance for you, kids. What else do you need to know from 1988? We'll help you out there. God, is that all you know? Is two people? One from
You
1988?
didn't know any. You asked us.
What, about John Holmes?
No, about any porn actor that was a dude.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, but you guys at least should know if they're alive or dead.
He's from Canada.
Who, Peter North?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably where the name North comes from, not about where his package goes.
Oh.
Hey.
Wow, that sounded like Fonzie, creepy Fonzie. That's Fonzie's creepy cousin.
Was that a Canadian thing?
Yeah. I think
that was
trying.
bad.
I think he was trying to say "hey," but instead he was like "hey." I don't know what that even means.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Well, this has been a delightful break. Thank you all for participating. Yesterday, Steve did get this one right.
What was Patrick Stewart's role in Star Trek: The Next Generation?
He was a captain. Captain Picard.
Yes, thank you.
I will say, you know what, Steve? I would fight for you on that one.
Yeah, I would have had to have given it to him.
Yeah.
I just would have been annoyed by it.
I love that you came up with an answer. I could hear in Rev's voice. Well, yes, he was a captain. Damn it!
Yeah.
That was
That's the role that he was on the show.
Yeah, I mean, I would have represented you fiercely in that debate. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs. We'll do that at 8:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I'm getting my wages garnished. Can bankruptcy help with that?
Absolutely. One of the big reasons people file bankruptcy is because they have a judgment or a lawsuit against them, or their wages are getting garnished, and so they can't pay their other regular ongoing bills. People sometimes think that you can't file bankruptcy once they have a judgment against them or once a garnishment has started, and that's not true. Filing bankruptcy will immediately stop any garnishment that you have going, except for child support, and stop your creditors from continuing on with garnishments of your bank account, your wages, and in most cases will discharge that liability through the bankruptcy process. And we can file a bankruptcy case for you usually the day you come in.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
You say you'll never join the Navy. that you never track storms brewing in the Atlantic. And skydiving could never be part of your commute. You'd never climb Mount Fuji on a port visit.
Or fly so fast, you break the sound barrier.
Joining the Navy sounds crazy. Saying never actually is. Start your journey at Navy.com. America's Navy, forged by the sea.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. The biggest rock festival in the Pacific Northwest returns in a huge way. White River Amphitheater is going to be insane for 3 big days. Labor Day weekend, man.
Friday with Incubus, Saturday with Alice in Chains, Sunday with the Red Rockers, Sammy Hagar, a bunch of other bands as well. BJ, we're going to party.
Pain in the grass.
Not only just party with all the rockaholics, but also with a select few that are willing to purchase the BJ and Migs party where they get that get away from all the craziness, have a beer on us. We hook you up with a t-shirt as well. And you get great seats, too, for the show.
Maybe a snack?
Maybe a snack. I don't know. Maybe. A tchotchke?
Yeah, tchotchkes are good.
Good times.
Yeah. Come hang with us. Steve is right. You get to just sort of hang, chill, and take a bit of a break.
Past years, these have sold out, so get them before they sell out.
Yeah. So if you want to know more about how to get tickets, well, Ticketmaster is the place to go for all 3 big days, as well as that August 31st pre-show at the Moore Theater with the Pretty Reckless and Aaron Jones. So there's actually 4 days you can enjoy. And you want to know more about the BJ and Migs party? Anything you want to know about Pain in the Grass, go to KISW.com.
Let's play B Migs. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. B Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. B Migs. You're a loser.
It is time for B Migs, and it's Thursday, so let's get cracking. Sploosh. And yeah, the Kraken aren't doing anything right now but making trades and doing all the back end stuff.
No trades, just signings.
Oh, signings.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Expert commentary.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, they're doing things that I don't pay attention to because I just watch the games.
Hell yeah. But you're going to be watching a better team next year.
That is great.
And that's all that matters.
Very excited.
That's the next step, though. And again, I don't know what they call in the NHL, but it's the baseball equivalent to the hockey equivalent to the hot stove league. This is an exciting time when you have the draft and you look forward to that, and then you're like, oh, hey, baseball's weird because they have their draft like during the season.
I never understand. And the draft is always like it's so unassuming too. It's not as much pomp and circumstances like. NHL is obviously for us hockey fans a big one, but football and basketball, like they're like big productions. Whereas baseball is just like third inning of a game, like, and the Mariners just drafted this guy number 1 overall.
They are trying to make a bigger deal of it because I know the MLB Network is trying to make it seem like it's a cooler thing than it has been in the past. But you're right, Steve. It's so, but the hockey draft and then of course the free agent signing, like you said, this is a great, hot bench league. I'm going to call it right now. I don't know what else to call it.
Hot bench league.
Don't Google that one.
Or the cool bench league, maybe because it happens in the summer. I don't know.
Oh, and there's ice too. Think about that.
Yeah. The hot puck.
Yeah.
League.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that one again.
Don't look at hot puck.
Let's get to our contestant today. We got Kyle in Seattle. Kyle, are you there?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. For those playing at home, Kyle will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Kyle, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. You ready?
I'm ready.
Which actor plays Stanley Sugarman in the recently released Netflix film Hustle?
Pass.
What is the better-known name for the card game 21?
Blackjack.
Yes. How many Academy Awards did Forrest Gump win?
4.
No.
5.
No.
3.
Street.
No. The Arkansas River flows into what other river?
Mississippi.
Yes. In what year of the mid-2010s did Conor McGregor win the UFC featherweight title?
10, 11, 12.
No. Legend says that monks invented what salty snack?
Caramel corn.
No.
Pass.
Jane Lynch played Sue Sylvester in what Fox TV show?
I don't know.
Oh, pass then. Pass.
Who was the 38th president of the U.S.?
Kennedy.
No.
Nixon.
No.
Eisenhower.
No. And Kyle dropped a deuce.
Oh. That is not Kyle, not a good performance, sir.
No, it wasn't.
But
thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Is he out?
Would you like to save your cell phone minute, sir? It's up to you.
You can stick around and
you can
listen.
hang on the line, see what Steve does, or you can.
Sure.
You never know. I mean, sometimes sports.
I don't like to waste a person's time,
But sometimes in sports, the other team plays down to the level of the competitor.
Really?
So you don't know how Steve's going to do.
Steve's going to have to do badly.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Are you ready? Are you ready to do badly? Which actor plays Stanley Sugarman in the recently released Netflix film Hustle?
Oh, that's Adam Sandler.
Yes.
Great movie.
What is the better-known name of the card game 21?
Blackjack.
Yes. How many Academy Awards did Forrest Gump win?
4.
No.
1.
No.
6.
Yes. The Arkansas River flows into what river?
Mississippi.
Yes. In what year of the mid-2010s did Conor McGregor win the UFC featherweight title?
2014.
No.
2016.
No.
2015.
Yes. Legend says that monks invented what salty snack?
Salty nuts.
No.
Yeah, that's it.
Salty pretzels.
Yes.
Ooh,
Jane
good
Lynch
call.
played Sue Sylvester in what Fox TV show?
X-Files.
No.
The truth is out there.
That'd be interesting.
Fox. Married with Children.
No.
I can't think of a Fox show.
No, you cannot.
911.
No. Who was the 38th president of the United States?
Bush.
No.
Bush.
Neither of them.
Carter.
No.
Reagan.
No.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You win. 6 to deuce.
Oh, sorry, Kyle.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. It says it all.
Yeah. I mean, it got down to one point where you guys were yelling at him to pass because he's like, I don't know, and then didn't say pass.
Yeah, Kyle was apparently not an expert at this game.
Yeah.
Try again, buddy. Yep. Also, pro tip. Whenever you have to guess a number and you go, I have no idea what the number is, try 6 or try 9.
Yeah, sometimes that'll help out.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
That's the Ken Jennings way of doing it.
Especially for us.
For B. Migs.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Only for Beat Migs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody happen to know the show that Jane Lynch played Sue Sylvester on?
Vicky and I both know.
Glee.
Glee!
Yeah. Danny knew, too.
I did.
Wow.
Never watched the show, but I
Same.
know she was on it.
Oh,
Never
okay.
seen a single episode.
Neither have I, but I knew she was on the 40-Year-Old Virgin, and I was like, she looks familiar, and I looked her up, and I was like, oh, Glee.
Oh, yeah.
I get
Okay,
it.
yeah. Yeah, I've seen it in like promos and stuff like that.
Thank
That's
you,
about
Danny.
it.
Thank you for taking you through that exciting adventure of your
It was
life.
a very exciting time in my life.
Now, for the big old history question, does anybody know who the 38th president of the United States was?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to go back, and wow, geez, I guess I would go with Ford.
Yes.
Yeah,
And you'd be correct, so congrats.
yeah. I was only because I know that it was. I would guess Nixon. I would then guess Reagan, and then I go okay because I know that
Now you
I
gotta
know
go
who
backwards
I know who
at
the
that
40s
point.
are, and go well. Who's somebody? Maybe it was 40.
I don't even know what president we're on right now.
Go Ford. Are we 45 or
46.
46?
Yeah, we're on the 46th.
Ah, dang it! Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's right. All
Well,
right.
so now you know, so you can forget that later, I guess. Congrats
Yeah.
on your win, Steve.
Thank you.
I just would like to someday I would like to have a president that people seem to genuinely think is okay. Even if you're not 100% behind some of the moves, but you generally think they're okay.
It's going to happen, but you're not going to like that person.
I mean, as much we used to make fun of George Bush Jr. We made fun of him a lot, but I didn't hate the guy. I didn't see anybody who ran around so much where they just hate. It's
It wasn't social media back then.
Yeah.
I think if we had social media back then, that would have happened. But I'm telling you, man, there is going to be a guy that's going to be the president of our United States.
No,
It's gonna
no,
happen.
don't.
It's
No,
gonna
you're
happen.
not.
You're
No.
going to hate it.
You're right. I will hate it.
It's going to be
You're right.
amazing.
He'll be on Instagram all the
Right.
time.
Oh, my God.
His
Oh,
vice
my-
president will be Vice President Terramana.
Yeah. I mean, his TV show is about him, right? Being the president?
Running for president.
Running for president.
The
Okay.
vice president is going to be Kevin Hart.
That would be the funniest thing.
That
I don't
would
know.
be
It's full
amazing.
idiocracy, but it would be
But
hilarious.
I mean, how bad could it be? You know what I mean? When you think about it, when you take a look at the way the world is, how bad could it be? We all thought it would be weird when Ronald Reagan was president. You guys were too young to remember that, but people were like, I'll tell you this: the quote that really identified what we all thought was from Doc Brown. When Marty went back and he's like, all right, if you're from the future, who's the president? And he goes, Reagan. And he goes, the actor. That was all of our response back when we found out Ronald Reagan was going to try to run for president. So, we're used to it. Why not? And Reagan, look, as much as the people were against some of the things, I didn't hate Reagan. I thought he did an okay job. And so, hey,
Again,
why not?
though,
Why
Steve
not?
hit it
There
on
was
the
no
nose.
social media.
No social media.
Yeah,
I know, and everyone's
Yeah,
like
you're
complaining
right.
about how things are different. I'm like, if we had social media back in the 80s,
It would have been terrible.
it would have been just as awful. I guarantee it. Like,
You're probably
it
right.
took too much effort to be vocal, to bitch about whatever. Like, you got to write a letter to the editor, or you had to do something.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Nowadays, you just get on a phone and type some things and hit send, and then put it down and watch the world implode around you. I mean,
It is so true. I mean, I just see that about the groups that I join that, that are about things that I like. And I'm like, I've never been in a group where it's like, hey, this is a group for things we like. And everybody hates everything in that group. It's like, what?
There's very few groups that I'm a part of on Facebook that when I do get on Facebook and pay attention to things, there's a food community that typically it was a grub and chill.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It's like one of the few things where I feel like it still hasn't been soured and tainted
Really?
by
It hasn't?
negativity.
Like, even the Traeger groups I had to get out of because, the
Yes.
massive hate. Like, it was just like people would ask an innocuous,
Innocuous, that too.
yeah, that word,
Yeah.
question about something, and people would just pile on a person just trying to find out answers. I'm like, whoa, back up a little.
Yeah, someone asks a simple question about their Traeger and be like, you're so stupid, you should give me your Traeger. And I'm like, that's not the point. Like, someone's coming here on a Traeger group to ask you a question about a Traeger. You should feel safe to ask a question.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. There's that side, and then of course there's the other side where someone just comes to troll you on your group.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess it just depends on the group. Some groups are better than others at monitoring their
So do you think that
memberships.
Would Rock be the man about the people? Could he be the first one to actually be a president that everybody can get behind?
I think that everybody, no, that's
No.
impossible.
Of course not.
You'll never.
No. Well, like the majority of the social media will be cool.
Nope.
No, you don't think so?
Nope.
I don't know if that'll ever happen again.
What hope is there then?
There is no hope.
Oh,
That's
okay,
the
then.
spirit
Hey,
of
everybody.
my world.
Enjoy your drive to work. Steve Migs, motivational speaker.
Just worry about the little world that you're in, as opposed to the big world.
Wait, so you're saying when you have no hope, just retreat into your own bubble?
Yes. That's the
and
spirit.
surround yourself with people who think like you.
And
Yes.
Whoppers.
I thought that was
Whoppers.
I thought that
I'm
was the
looking forward
problem that we're in right now is people that just stay in their own bubble.
What
and
about
don't
Jesse
want-
Ventura? He said he's planning on running. I just listened to a podcast of him yesterday.
Wow.
He was on the Chris Jericho-
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's starting his own party.
Okay. Oh, you mean there's not a fringe party that he wants to join? He needs another fringe party that will not have a chance of winning an election.
That's right.
All right. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks for that.
He's a fun listen, no matter what.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do like his conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he went on a whole tangent about how you can't find those episodes anywhere. Like they've been scrapped because the
Because they're
government.
too true.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny to listen to. He's like, one guy who had it was this radio guy, and when the radio guy admitted that he had it, all of a sudden his computer was wiped clean, and he doesn't even know how.
Okay.
Dun.
Okay. Then at that point, even if that's true, if it can be done that way, why try? You realize the power is so big. In other words, if the power...
Ooh, this is fun.
Yeah,
Steve
why-
with no hope and BJ with why try.
I tell all my friends that are conspiracy theorists, if like the guys that go, you know what, they won't get me, and then they'll do whatever they do to stock up with their protection scheme. And I go, if the government is that powerful that they can pull the wool over everybody's eyes, do you think you and your small military collection will be able to stop the might of that same government? No. I mean, you're an idiot. There's no. They will wipe you off the face of the earth if they have the kind of power that they can go to a radio DJ and wipe his whole computer.
What I did
They
like
can
about
stop you.
Ventura, though, because he's over the top, out of his mind at times, but then he brings you back because he'll still have like a moment of like like just common sense. So he's like, blah, blah, blah. And then like Chris Jericho's just like, well, why do you think they're doing that? He goes, I have no clue. And I'm like, at least you're not like saying they're coming to get me. And it's like, there was like something endearing about that. Like he's like, he has his conspiracy theories, but he doesn't understand why some of them are happening. Which is like, some people have conspiracy theories and then their reasons for why they think it's happening are just like, wow, this is too much. I got to put the bong down and I'm not even smoking.
Yeah, I'm with you, Steve, because he said one thing during his time as Minnesota governor when he was being interviewed, and he had a lot of crazy ideas. The one thing he said is one of the things that I quote all the time, because they said, I don't understand. Why if you're saying these guys are all about money, why would they want, and he'd be like, look, yeah, they're all about money. Why would somebody run for president who makes millions and take a job that pays thousands? Why would they do that unless it actually pays them a lot more? You just don't know how much graft and corruption that they're involved with. And I thought, he does make a good point. You only get like you only get like 100,000 or 200,000, whatever it is. Maybe it's 400,000 now being a president, but it's not that much money compared to the money like the Obamas are raking in now, all the deals they make. So, yeah, I mean, you want to be president so you can make bank later on, not for the money they're paying you.
He had another good nugget that goes in line with that. I thought you'd get a kick out of it. He's like, you want to bring the parties together? You make me president. Both parties will do everything they can to get me out of there.
That's true.
Like, I was like, that's hilarious.
Absolutely
He's like,
true.
There's a reason why I didn't stay governor. It's like, after a while, the Democrats and the Republicans were like, we need to get rid of this guy. He's too crazy.
Yeah, there's something to be said about that.
He's like, I'll bring parties together by the hatred of me or something. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but I was like, that's hilarious.
That's a good point. That's a very, very good point, man. Wow.
And my other favorite part of what he says goes, when you know I'm serious about running for politics, you'll see me cut my hair. I'm like, he just lets his skull grow.
Yeah.
But then when he wants to be taken serious, he'll cut his hair. And I was like, okay, well then, so long as he's still got long hair, BJ, we're safe.
Here's the problem.
From Jesse Van Bonnie Ventura.
Here is the problem. I don't know how long we're going to have to wait, but they just released information saying that UFOs are real. That's been done. And for how many years have they been saying those folks are crackpots? There's no such thing. And finally the government was like, here's some film.
So that poor random woman wearing a muumuu in like some small town in Mississippi has actually been telling the truth this whole time.
I mean,
I told you.
UFOs can be real. They're not saying aliens are real. UFOs are just unidentified flying objects.
That's a good point.
But here's the thing. Nobody can identify him, Rev. It's one thing like if it's some secret weapon from somebody. Someday somebody would have come out and figured out that something we saw in the 50s, we know now what it was. They go, we still don't know what that is. And you figure somebody would have been able to figure it out,
You know who does know?
Who?
Tom DeLonge from Blink-182.
Oh, yeah, those angels and those
It's the whole reason that we know about these UFOs. He made it happen. So you know what? I think he should be president.
Okay. It's just taken half a century.
Ventura.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. 2000, whatever the next
Body 182.
Danny, you're going to be an old man, because I don't know if Steve and I will be around, but you'll be an old man 50 years from now. Are you really?
That's the goal.
Well, 50 years from now, if you're still with us, my friend, someone's going to come out and say that Jesse was right. Like they're going to come out and say that all his crazy ideas turns out were right, just like the UFO thing. That's what I'm afraid of.
That's fine.
It's like, I don't want this guy to be right. I really want him to be a crackpot. I don't want him to be right. And I'm a little afraid that he might be kind of. I don't know. It is time for Listeners on the Loose where, well, if you're a crackpot, this is the opportunity we give you to spread your ideas. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Listeners on the Loose, we got your calls. We got your texts. We'll take those at 9:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Advanced Hair Restoration. Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. Just remember, when you are speaking your piece, make sure you speak it the way Steve wants.
Oh, it's the way all of us want, which is with energy, BJ. Show some energy and bring it, because we're a show that's all about high energy mediocrity. And if you don't do that, well, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Somebody said, hey, do you guys think that the Kraken will actually make the playoffs with all these free agency signings?
Yes. We're going the whole way.
We're winning the cup.
We're
this
winning
year.
the cup.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
I'm all for the optimism, though.
Thank you.
It's tough because I don't think John Forsland is a guy that will blow smoke,
Right.
and he like a lot of people really thought they would make the playoffs last year, but you just don't know till you see them perform what they do. Hopefully COVID protocols don't hit the team as hard as they did last season.
Right.
But you still have a lot of unknowns, like how are these guys going to gel together, the new people? Will Gruby have a better season? That surely will help. If Gruby has a better season, I would say, I think we have a good shot at the playoffs if Gruby can be better.
That was the big thing, and it was last year, and I mean, it's not to put the blame on one position because obviously it's a team effort,
right.
But there was talks of just like if they would have just played above average, and there were times where they didn't. If they would have, the season would have actually been a better season. It was a lot of games where they let in some soft goals, and I mean, there's a lot. I mean, the defense didn't play great, and then the goaltending didn't play great. Nobody was bailing each other out in times where you needed somebody to bail each other out.
Well,
so
it looked super unorganized from a non-hockey player,
Yeah.
but it's the first season, so it's kind of what you expected. I mean, it was kind of what I expected.
It's not what I
honestly.
expected. We're supposed to win the Stanley Cup, or at least get there.
Well, here's the fun part:
Stupid Golden
is
Knights.
that everybody had that high expectation about the Golden Knights, and they say it was an anomaly. And then they played. They went to the finals. They've had a couple really good seasons, but we're starting to watch that team now rather quickly deteriorate. And they even got rid of one of their best players in the free agency signings. I mean, they had a lot of success at the beginning. Never won the cup, though. So was it worth it? Whereas I think we're building a team that's going to be a powerhouse I hope, fingers crossed. I mean, you can't predict those things, but they got some really good players, and this could be a really solid team for many years to come once they start gelling and growing into their positions.
Yeah, you've seen that in a lot of sports. I point to the Florida Marlins, who, they got a world championship under their belt, but they pretty much bought it and then jettisoned everybody very quickly after, and they have not been a consistently good team. Mm-hmm. And I bring up the Marlins because the Marlins are one of the newest teams in Major League Baseball. So, it is, Steve's right. You want to see them get those young people who will become, mainstays that can be a dynasty of competitiveness.
Right.
Which is really what a new dynasty is. You're just competitive. You're always, in the top tier of your conference, and you always do pretty well. Maybe you go one round at least every time you're in. I think if you go one round deep, for multiple years and even deeper in some years and maybe even win a championship, that's what you want.
Man, I had fun watching them last year. I know they weren't a great team, but I really enjoyed the players. I enjoyed the effort, and I just was happy to have a hockey team. Obviously, the expectations will start to grow with each year, but I think this year is going to be a solid season, and I don't know if they're going to go to the playoffs. I hope they do. I mean, everyone seems to make the playoffs, in hockey, but man, with Matty Beniers another season in, and I mean, they picked up a couple good players. I mean, they don't have any superstars, but that's not what Ron Francis, the GM, is trying to do. He's trying to build this strong nucleus of a young team, and he is accomplishing that.
And I'm going to add on to what you were excited about. I was also excited just watching the fan base. It was so much fun going to games and just seeing how into hockey Seattle got.
Yeah. Obsessed.
Yeah, obsessed.
I mean, still now, like in the summer, you see everyone rocking Kraken gear, and but we got to just talk about the most important part. There better be a mascot game.
First game.
Oh, boy.
If it's not game one, I'm going to start questioning some of the decisions.
That controversy has not been answered, too.
I have a little tiny itty bitty bit of insider information.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Are you hanging out with the Mariner Moose, and did he tell you something?
No, I know a person who knows a person who knows a person who made the hat.
Wow.
That Davy Jones hat.
This is very removed.
Oh, very, very removed.
This is going to be the greatest thing ever.
This is getting along the lines of like a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, this is like we're almost near Kevin Bacon at this point.
This is insider information right here.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, that there is a mascot. It has been made, and they're waiting for it. So I don't know when.
That.
But I'm saying that it's like a confirmation sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying the mascot has already been decided, is what you're saying?
Yes, and it has been created by an FX artist.
I thought
who did the same thing with the hat. Who did the Davy Jones hat?
I thought the Davy Jones hat was a prop from the movie.
It was made to look like a prop from the movie, but it was made specifically
for the players.
The players.
All right.
Okay.
And that's like the player of the game gets the Davy Jones hat. Like, that's their tradition.
right.
Some teams have like a championship belt or a random hard hat. Like, every team's got their own backstory, and ours is the Davy Jones
So
hat.
you're saying the person that created the Davy Jones hat is also the person that they created, is allegedly created the mascot that has not been revealed, but that person's already created it.
Yes.
Whoa. Now, shall we read into the fact that it's going to be a similar Davy Jones vibe, which is why they got the same guy?
That's all the information I have. Everything else is just
to read into
pure
that?
speculation at this point.
Tentacles are part of it, I would imagine?
I would hope so.
or just get gritty again. I mean, he's ready for us.
Listen, you need to move
we
to
should have
Philadelphia.
signed
Steal them, spray paint them blue.
Free agency signing. We should have signed gritty.
We're just not gritty people, man.
We could be.
Yeah, I don't think we can be.
I could learn.
We're too classy for that, I think.
Are we?
What?
Well, yeah. I'm not saying us
classy?
in general.
Are we
I'm saying
classy?
Seattle in general. The Seattle fan, I think, is a classier fan than the Philly fan.
I think we're getting a little crazy with that.
Oh, you do?
I think
I'll
all
take
fans are full of Nimrods. And,
No.
and we have our share of Nimrods like every team does.
I will challenge you on that. I think Seattle fans, yes, there are Nimrods in Seattle, but there's no way our Nimrod level rivals Philly's Nimrod. Those
Philly's
people
on their
are
own.
idiots.
Of course, Philly's got their own thing.
Yeah, I mean that's
also because you hate Philadelphia.
might be might be a reason.
Man, I don't know. As long as it's cartoony, I just want our mascot to be like,
Oh, you don't want it to be like Ben Franklin or something? You don't want it to be
Well, I
like
guess, why am I even worried about that? They're not going to make like a true to life scary.
It's going to be a guy.
Davy Jones.
Hi, I am true to life, man.
Like, they're not going to try and terrorize children with this.
I hope
Steve's
so.
like,
Come on, man.
I want you to look like a mascot. Are there any
I
mascots
don't know why
right
I
now
even
in
thought
sports that?
No, you're right.
Maybe the New England Patriot. No, even the New England Patriot guy looks like an
I don't even like. I like
cartoon.
Vegas's lizard guy. I think it's kind of stupid.
Right. No, and to your point, I think we've talked about it a bunch last year, where it's just like we just want them to have fun. Like we want them to.
Yes.
We want them to have the merch.
Yeah, that's not what we're about here in Seattle. We don't want to have fun in Seattle.
Like I want that gritty vibe. Like, where he's shaking his
I'm
hips
being
and-
sarcastic to both of you
Yeah,
idiots.
I know.
Of course, it's going to be a fun. It's a mascot.
You don't know that.
I mean, we've got Blitz, we've got the Mariner Moose, we had Squatch. All of those. We have a history of really fun mascots in this town.
Whatever happened to Boom? What if Boom's our mascot? Remember Blitz's friend?
Oh, Boom, little Boomy.
Oh yeah.
I met him at the Super Bowl when they lost the Super Bowl.
That's
and
why Boom's gone.
You think like Blitz got so mad that Rustin
Yeah.
didn't hand the ball off to Marshawn that he beat the living
He beat the living
out of him?
feathers out of Boom.
What if Boom makes his return as the mascot? He was being groomed to be the mascot for the Kraken.
Is this like your Hallmark movie waiting to happen?
It is.
The hockey team gets the old football mascot.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, are you?
I thought Boom was adorable.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
Why'd they give up on Boom?
Why
They
did
never
they give
put out.
up on
They never
Boom?
put out a statement.
There are a lot of important questions that we need to answer in society, and that is one of them.
Boom hasn't tweeted since April 2019.
Where the hell's Boom?
Maybe COVID. Is it a COVID thing?
You think he got?
Jeez, man, dark.
I mean, I don't know. It's
really
20. Well, it's April 2019. I mean, you know.
I would have went there for like some kind of services if that was
Yeah,
the case.
I don't know. You don't think Boom is part of like Izell's Chicken or something, do you?
Did Boom, was there like a controversy or something like that? Did Boom take it too far?
Oh, do you think Boom boomed? Do you think he boomed somebody?
I don't know.
I don't know. These are tough questions.
But how do you just stop having a mascot? Like you have Blitz and Boom.
I think we see what they do. They just stop having him show up is what happens.
I found a website where you could get him to come to an appearance.
Who, Boom?
Or Blitz, but it's on the same one with like Boom.
We're looking
too.
for
Yeah.
Boom.
We want looks
Boom.
like Boom.
Boom.
Too. I was on Boom and I clicked it.
And
You
how
can
do I-
still get Boom even though we don't see him anymore?
What do I have to pay to get Boom?
It's not saying. It keeps going
Okay,
back.
you
It's
were-
so stupid.
They just washed him off the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
they're
figured.
scrubbing him, man. This is
So I was going to
But
say,
they're-
Vic, there's
yeah.
no way to get Boom if they don't.
Boom was adorable.
Oh, I get it. Well, they probably because the Legion of Boom is no longer a thing, so they probably got rid of. Boom.
You know, up until this very moment, I had no idea that was a nod to the Legion of Boom.
Oh, that makes sense.
Dude,
Here's why
I'm with you. I just figured that out
Dude,
too.
No, same.
Thanks
but
to Danny. That's
here's
why he's gone.
I'm today's years old.
Here's why. I Googled it. I said, what happened to Boom from the Seahawks? And it came up with a website that said the rise and fall of Boom. So I clicked on it and it was like the Legion of Boom. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. They called him the Legion of Boom, but there's no longer a Legion of Boom.
So they
he's
just
not
kicked
there.
him off the
They
team.
could still keep him as a nod to the history.
No, he's
there was
gone.
nothing.
Gone.
It's gone, buddy.
I mean, the team didn't blitz enough.
Get over it. Is
They
what
got
the
blitz.
Hawks are telling you to get over it, buddy. By the way, you can't say "Go Hawks" anymore. We got to get over it.
That's true.
That was a Russell thing, I guess. So now we have to come up with
Russell.
something else. What do we say?
Let's fly. Let's fly.
Let's fly. Let's fly. Works.
Let's boom.
Let's boom.
Let's boom.
That
It's
doesn't-
old stuff, dude.
I want Boom back.
You're not going to get Boom back.
I thought you were going to say the rise and fall of Boom, like there was a documentary about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I clicked on it.
I would
like
watch it.
thinking like they actually have a website that talked about what happened to the mascot.
Yeah, they really should.
Why wouldn't they at least put out a statement? I mean, we gotta have.
Why would they put out a statement about their mascot?
Jody Allen had to put out a statement saying, "I'm not selling the team."
I feel like that's a little bit more important about the little half a guy that was a Boom.
Yeah, but something happened. Like nothing happened with her selling the actual
you know
team.
what? You are overly concerned about mascots.
Well, I met Boom and I liked Boom and I had a good experience with Boom.
You're pissed off the fact that the Kraken don't have a mascot yet. I feel like you're really you're mascot obsessed.
I do like mascots a lot.
Yeah, you do. And your buddy D. Ted Smith is all about it.
I don't like him as much as he does.
Yeah, but he's rubbing off on you.
But
as it were.
But I mean, he has an obsession with, like an over the top obsession.
Well,
with
if anybody
mascots.
would know, wouldn't he know?
Obsession with mascots.
I feel like Ted would know. If Ted's so, I bet he knows exactly what's going on with Boom.
You think like we know Rocky from the Seawolves? You think maybe he has insider information?
You should.
Do you think they go to like a mascot support group or something together?
They need to. Yeah. I bet they all hang out. Why? If I was a mascot, I would definitely like say, "Hey, let's all get together."
I hope there's like a secret underground mascot bar or something,
I
like
would.
somewhere in Seattle where they all just
that'd be
chill.
great.
What we should do is we should all just start tweeting Russell Wilson and ask him because he's just
Blitz.
Well, that too.
What if Blitz was the one that offed him though? Blitz is not going to. He's maybe I'm watching. I'm watching too much of Only Murders in the Building, but I'm afraid that Blitz is the number one suspect
Blitz
here.
saw Boom as competition and not as like a.
Oh yes, you don't think the whole Brady bunch hated when Cousin Oliver was brought in to be the cute kid? You know, Boom probably Blitz was like, "What's this cute little bird? What's going on? What are you doing here? I thought I was the cute guy."
You know, I never thought about that. There could have been like beef between Blitz and Boom.
Oh, definitely.
I think there might be because, like, I'm looking back in 2019. There's a picture of Blitz at Emerald City Comic Con dressed as Luigi, and he tweets at Mario D. Bailey, "Want to hang out at Emerald City Comic Con this weekend?" I mean, we're pretty much the dynamic duo of VMAC. And Boom's like, "Wait, Blitz, I thought we were."
Not anymore, Boom.
Oh,
They're not the dynamic duo anymore.
And now Boom
hashtag third wheel.
And hashtag dead.
Somebody thinks that maybe Paul Allen was Boom.
Okay,
that's extra
that's
dark.
kind of dark.
Like even for like everything we've been talking about, that's extra.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, we can't go there.
That's not cool.
I mean, come on. We have standards. We're not like Philadelphia radio people.
Man. So you think like the Boom costume is just sitting around in like at Newman Field just not being used?
Oh, they burned it. They have to evidence, Steve. You can't keep the costume around. That's DNA.
How do we get to the bottom of this? You think Luke Wilson knows? Can we get a hold of Luke Wilson?
If you and Luke Wilson want to do your own investigation, here's what I'm going to say. Goodbye to both of you. It was nice knowing you.
We just talked about conspiracies, man.
Didn't you listen to Jesse Ventura? That was the other thing he said. Don't ask about Boom. I don't know why they got rid of Boom, but don't ask me about it.
All of a sudden, your computers are completely wiped clear.
Yeah, wiped clean.
I'm shocked there's even still a Twitter handle and page for Boom.
Are we even on the air anymore? I can't even tell now because what if we went over too far with this Boom controversy?
Well, see, Kraken, now it's on to you guys.
Yeah, it is. You pick the topic. You guide the show. Wow. I really don't understand why you haven't picked a new topic, people, but you let Steve go crazy with his mascot obsession.
Just curious.
Rev's
got the insider information. Maybe he can find out for us.
I'm looking. I'm
the guy from the guy.
I'm checking my sources right now.
You guys got mad at me earlier saying a celebrity Hollywood person, and Rev goes, the third person that knows the second person knows the first person who washes something near where the
that's apples to oranges.
Yeah,
man.
that's about all I got, man.
Yeah. All right, we got more info from maybe more topics, maybe something. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We'll continue with listeners on the loose at 9:35 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Nobody likes keeping track of a wallet full of credit cards with complicated rewards categories. And BECU members like Heather don't have to.
With this card, I don't really spend a lot of time thinking about it. I just use it and pay it. It's pretty simple.
Keep things simple with the Cashback Visa from BECU. No more confusing categories, no more blackout dates. Just 1.5% cash back on every purchase. BECU. Power in people. Member compensated for participation. Cash advances and cash-like transactions do not qualify as purchases. Contact BECU at 800-233-2328 for current product and rate information.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose where you pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Hey, man, every night in the last couple of days, everyone wants to know about our thoughts about the Munsters trailer.
Oh, I did finally watch it with audio.
Did you watch it? Are you excited now? Right?
God, it's horrible.
What happened?
It is so horrible.
I feel like you could have done a great job with this.
I will say this. I am not upset with the actors because as they recreated the opening scene for, when Herman crashes through the door, the black and white scene, and even some of the things that they were doing, I thought, you know what, the actors are doing a pretty good job. The dialogue is horrible, the premise is horrible, but the actors themselves, I felt like were fine.
Right.
Unfortunately, Fred Gwynne, the original Herman Munster, had such a distinctive voice that, it's hard for that new dude to sound like him.
But he looks fine.
Yeah, he looks fine. And
his wife looks fine.
Yeah,
you're right.
And the guy that plays the grandpa, who is Al Lewis,
I think he looks great.
Yeah, they're fine. It's just the dialogue and premise is just stupid.
Yeah, if I was deaf, I think I'd be okay with it.
Yeah,
and then once again, like I watched it again too, and they put them like in every situation. It seems like the trailer anyway puts them in like every situation. It's kind of like, where are we going to find the monsters? And it's we don't need the monsters at a dance party.
No,
I thought the Rev had a good theory, or not theory, just wish on Twitter. I saw you post about.
Which one?
Oh, you had many?
I didn't know that you've been going on and on. I saw you said I said something about like how everyone had that backlash against the Sonic the Hedgehog, and then they went back to the drawing board and made it better.
Yeah, I'm really kind of hoping something along those lines.
But Rob Zombie, does he have that kind of money behind him?
And not only that, I think does he have the attitude that he's going to want to change things? I think he's going to be the kind of guy that's like, no, you either like it or you don't, get out.
Yeah, Rob Zombie's an artiste, so.
Yeah, that's why I guess I was just kind of expecting Rob Zombie's at the helm. He's going to give it I'm not saying it's going to be like dark and scary, but he's going to add like some kind of like substance to it where it's got like almost like more of a story and it's less hokey. Like I don't go to Rob Zombie for comedy, and this is what it seems like, and it doesn't seem very funny.
And here's what I believe it misses, being a person that watched the original show. The actors played it straight. They really, they were very subtle. They played it like they looked normal. And the whole idea with Pat Priest, and I forget the girl's name, that was the normal child. Like she looked, and they felt bad for her. They always talked about how we've got to be nicer to her because she's the cousin that came in and lived with them and her disability. Like they made it like she had a disability or a disfigurement. All those actors played it straight like they were normal. They actually weren't the weirdos.
Marilyn Munster.
Yes, Marilyn. And that's what's missing from this, is that they were not aware that they were weird. They really thought everybody else was weird, and they played it so well. I mean, and to the point where Herman was always confused as to why people reacted to him the way that they did, because he was like, you guys are weird and creepy looking, but I'm being nice to you. I don't understand. It was really well done, and maybe even a commentary about perhaps good looks, and who knows what they were trying to do back in the 60s.
Whereas this is like they're very tongue-in-cheek, and they're very acknowledged. Yeah.
And
I didn't realize that it's his wife that's playing Lily Munster.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, of course it is.
Somebody texted saying he needs to stop casting his wife in the starring roles.
Well, here we go, Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
At that point, this is just whatever.
Someone compared it to the goofiness of do you remember George of the Jungle, the one with Brendan Fraser back in the day?
Yeah.
They were saying that's kind of like the vibes the trailer is giving off, that it's going to be campy, kind of breaking the fourth wall, silly.
What if one texter said, what if this is just a giant gag? What if we put it on and it's dark and
that would be great.
If this trailer is just like a giant spoof, but then it gets serious,
that would be great.
Oh, then Rob Zombie's got my love back.
Yeah.
I doubt it, but
I think that did you guys watch House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects?
Yeah,
no, I did
absolutely, not. Yeah.
Okay, well, so then Rev kind of knows what I'm talking about in terms of I feel like Rob Zombie kind of has that really dark humor in those because it was very rated R movies, and I think he's kind of doing that with this. But it's rated, supposed to be rated G, and it just doesn't work.
And it was already a comedy, and I think he's missing the beat. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, but
we haven't yet.
The trailer misses the beat of the show.
Yeah.
Which the show was these people. And again, I would love to talk to the people that created it, because I think they were making probably a statement about society at the time, the way they played those characters on the show and how they presented them.
And I mean, you do have a point there, Danny. It's going to be a PG movie.
Yeah.
So
it's because the creepiness, the creepy comedy that he did, because there was like the like even like Captain Spaulding in
he was great.
But he's like a funny creepy character.
Yeah.
But he's like a funny, like, has the jokes, and I kind of get that from this trailer. Like, it's that Rob Zombie humor, but it's not like satanic, so it's not
You two
weird.
watch it. You both going to watch it and do your due diligence?
Watch it and see what happens.
Because I won't give it free. Yeah, I'm not going to give it any of my time.
Yeah, I'll probably wait till it comes out on like Paramount Plus. But you know,
I'm not adding a streaming service or going to a theater for this.
No, I don't think I'll go to. Yeah,
you have to go to the theater when it comes out. You got to do it, you got to, Dan. You got to do it for America.
Well, maybe.
You know what? I mean,
for America.
I mean, we want to be.
Some fought wars for America. Others need to watch the monsters, Dan.
Yeah.
You have your choice.
That's your sweet spot. You and Rev.
I also do like really dumb movies, so I might end up really liking it.
There we go.
Dude, Where's My Car is still one of my favorite movies that I've seen in theaters.
That's not a silly or stupid movie. That's a classic.
I agree with you 100%.
And then?
Yeah.
And then?
Yeah, there's just a lot of better stuff to put on the schedule. Seriously, I started watching The Old Man on FX with the dude, the Big Lebowski, and he plays basically a retired badass. He's kind of like Liam Neeson, but in America.
Dude, Where's My Car got 17% on Rotten Tomatoes, BJ.
See?
1.7?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a great movie.
Wow. Oh, is that Mary Kay Rice Cub? I think it is. Oh, wow. Was she in
sure.
there? She was on 24, and she's been on our show. Is that who she is?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Well, anyway, yay, do Where's My Car? I guess it wasn't that good for the critics.
Oh, we got a text that says, I'm at work right now. Greg's birthday is today. We listen to Beat Migs in the office every morning. Can we get a shout out? Thanks.
Sure thing, buddy.
Happy birthday, Greg.
Happy birthday, Greg.
Give it out a shout.
Happy birthday, Greg. You're a year older, and you know what, man? You're a year wiser. I'm assuming.
Maybe, probably.
Yeah.
One texter believes that Boom, the Seahawk, former Seahawk mascot or missing Seahawk mascot, is currently drinking with Jeffrey the giraffe.
Ooh,
that's.
I want to believe they both went to the Rainbow Bridge.
Damn,
man.
Well, I want to believe that about those two.
Oh, man. Someone on Twitter commented because I said, "Where's Boom?" and I posted my picture with Boom, and they just sent a GIF of a turkey being cooked.
Yeah, dude. I think.
He was the
Boom's
Thanksgiving.
done.
Yeah, it was the Thanksgiving.
Was Richard Sherman and Russell Wilson that picture? They were eating Boom.
Yep. Yeah, we solved it.
Yeah, that's it.
And our buddy Rick Friel, who's a great guitarist in town, been in so many great bands, including with Mike McCready from Shadow. He messaged back on Twitter. He says, "Well, whatever happened to the FM 100 duck?" And I'm like, my man, I've always wanted to find that out as well. The old KSW mascot, which was a duck.
Yeah. What rhymes with duck?
Cluck.
Well, let's just say the duck got rhymes with duck.
Dude, I wish we still had this mascot costume.
Yeah, look at that. That is so 70s, man. Look at that.
It would probably smell worse than the Rev's office.
Yeah.
Rude. Okay. Yeah. Maybe we recreate it. Someone makes a new version of it. Because it says FM 100. We need like 99.9 on the back. Not true.
Well, listen, you guys, you talk to Drunk in Charge, because I think if you get Ryan at the right, you got to get him at the right time of day, when he's drinking, which is pretty much any time.
Yeah. When he wakes up.
Yeah.
What if we bring back the duck and he's the mascot for the Kraken?
Really?
Turducken.
No. That's definitely a turd.
We'll get back to you on that, sir.
Yeah. I guess there's a team called the Ducks.
Noted.
Yeah. No bad idea is a bad idea. No idea is a bad idea.
Well, to answer your question, Rick, I've asked every old school KSW employee whenever we've had them on over the years, and everybody looks at me like I'm crazy. Like, nah, we don't know what the hell that duck is. It's almost like they're embarrassed by it.
Yeah. Yeah, look, the KISW has been around for 50 years, started in the 70s. There's a lot of drugs, I'm sure, that happened in those days. They probably thought they were hallucinating that duck for all those years.
Right. They're like, of all the history that we've created here at KSW, from all the great personalities to the bands that we broke, the one thing that you seem to care about, Steve, is a duck.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Mike West, if I ever see Mike West again, he might be like, heritage enough to know.
Well, they also, Kathy Faulkner remembered. She even got me a picture, and she put it in a frame for me of the duck.
All right. Well, if the late Kate doesn't know where the duck is, then nobody does.
Nobody knows where the costume is.
Okay.
It's from the trash.
Yeah, you're right.
We sold it off years ago.
Again, the Rainbow Bridge with the duck.
With Boom.
Boom, and Jeffrey the giraffe. And Squatch.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Squatch was a great mascot.
Yeah.
What about Weeble?
Oh, Weeble. I forgot about Weeble.
Weedle? Not Weeble.
Yeah, Weedle.
Yeah, Weeble's wobble.
Yeah, that's right. I like those
two,
though.
They don't fall down.
Truth.
Yeah. I like Weebles and Weedle. All right. We have a big question that has to be answered, and it unfortunately does involve Ryan Castle. What do Ryan Castle and ice cream have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and ice cream have in common?
I'm your favorite sweet treat. You know it. Both a party in Steve's mouth, someone just texted him. I don't know about that.
Great at parties.
Okay, I'll go. You know what? I will agree with that. You and ice cream are both great at parties. That's for sure. I love this. This is, I mean, you just got to love it when you go, sometimes the universe just gives us a big cosmic joke. There's an ice cream brand based in Kansas City, and it's called Belfonte, and they just issued a recall for a flavor called Chocolate to Die For, because actually their ice cream could kill people. So the name was actually Truth in Advertising.
In the right quantity over any period of time, all ice cream could probably kill you, right?
Well, here's the thing. Nut allergies exist, so you put a bunch of nuts in your ice cream and call it Chocolate to Die For. I even then would be like, oh.
Maybe that's their goal. They actually are saying, look, we said it in the name. We're trying to kill people.
Yeah. Just call it Nuts to Die For.
Yeah.
These nutties.
Gotta love America.
Speaking of Nuts to Die For.
Hey, he's got a 12-pack, and he's next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
I do all of the passwords for all of our streaming services.
See, that's me too, Rev.
I'm just the one who signs up for them.
Yeah, and I'm the password guy. Yeah,
I say more often than not, I'll every once in a while get a text from my wife, be like, "What's our Netflix password?" or "What's our YouTube password?" And I'll be like, "Oh, it's this." And then sometimes I'll be like, "Oh man, just remember I made this password up when I was single."
Oh, Dong Lover 69.
Yeah.
BJ and Migs mornings on The Rock 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.